good today? What's good today?
Always on the run, Captain Hook.
Gabriel, what's good today? What's good today?
Go Pen Production. And that is some bad shit.
Here I go. Rumble, YouTube, what's good? What's happening? Welcome to Ironwork 92,000 show. Tonight, I ain't got nothing for Monday. We normally don't do Mondays, whatever it is, what it is. Thank you and welcome for joining us at such short notice. As today, I thought we would just do a special. Actually, any day that we get on, it's like special. But before I say what's up to the family and everybody else in the house, I wanted to show you guys what I got in the mail today. Now, I wasn't really expecting this in the mail. I know I made some orders from Temu. You know what I'm saying? I love shopping at Temu, and I ordered some light bulbs and stuff. So my light bulbs hadn't come in. And by the way, Temu makes sells some of the best and cheapest light bulbs around. Excuse me, highly recommended. Get you some light bulbs from Temu. They're bright, they last long, and they're cheap. Cheap is the word, cheap. But look at what came in the mail. What came in the mail? Everybody said came in the mail. It came in the mail. If you can't see that, let's see if we can get this glare off of it. Yep, let's get this glare off. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, that's much better. So it says, who said the earth is flat? Can y'all see that? Who said the earth is flat? Written by Curtis and Nkechi Vaughn, right? This is an amazing duo that decided to present and make for us an amazing book. This is what I'm talking about. These are people that are changing the future, right? I know Whitney Houston said it best. She believes the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Sexual chocolate, right? But very important. Such a very, very important book out there. Highly recommended. I think I can't do it justice. I wish President Trump was here to talk about the book. Good book. Amazing book. Best book. Never seen anything like it. Are you kidding me? These guys are amazing. They're beautiful. No book like it. Never seen one like it. They say this is the best book on the market. You don't believe me? You don't have to ask me. Ask anybody. You know what I'm saying? President Trump would say that. Definitely hands down something to consider for your children this Christmas or your grandchildren. I've got with that, I got to kind of get in contact with the authors of this book. Amazing people, very, very helpful. Like, these guys are down to earth, and these are the same couples that got interviewed by David Weiss, if you're not familiar. I did a brief on them a couple of weeks ago on one of my shows, if you guys don't remember. But yeah, this is their book. So I'm going to say what's up to the family real quick. I'm going to see who's in the building, who's joining us so far. And as you guys stream in, please don't forget to like, please don't forget to share, and everything else with this content. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. And thank you. Good thing I got the mute button off, because I was just popping my gums off hard right there. Mr. Warrior, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you. I'm glad you like that picture. Tony Coriolis in the house. All right. It's good to see you, man. Welcome, Tony. Welcome. The Akinator. Oh, snap. The Akinator's here nice and early. Okay. Ida Hill. Okay. Ida Hill in the house. And by the way, Mr. Warrior is one of our day ones. So a special shout out to you, Mr. Warrior. Ida Hill in the house. All right. The True Few. Welcome, brother. It's good to see you. Good to see ya. Rumham Solo. You always got some jokes. Rumham always got some craziness going on, man. I don't know if you're in New York right now, but welcome. It's good to see you. And so I figured tonight is like even extra special because we started off early. I don't know, my face looked mad dry. Usually I got that patent leather look, that patent leather brown look. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, I don't know what's happening, but my face looked mad dry. I think it's hold on, let me see if I could change the setting. Very subtle. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get some chiseled features back in here. Let's get some normalcy back in here. I need some wrinkles in there. Yeah, you need to see me for who I truly am. Yeah, that's right. You need to see this grill. You know what I'm saying? But Marco Nimi. Hey Perhe. How's everything? How you doing, family? It's good to see you. Good morning from Finland. Perhe, good to see you. All right. Yeah, man. And as we come in, it's good to see y'all, man. It's really good to see y'all, especially at such short notice. I'm so happy that you guys get to drop what it is you're doing. And I do my, and here's the thing. I know you guys are used to me like carrying on, cussing and everything else, but because a lot of you guys tend to have kids and children around, I'd like to slow it down just a little bit. And I'm a sailor at nature and by trade at one time in my life, but at the same time, I got to tone it down. There might be kids around, especially early right now. Some of the kids may not be put to bed. I don't need to be fussing, carrying on, and swearing the way I normally do. But tonight it might take us there. This video I'm gonna show you tonight may take us to the mountaintop. I promise you. And I'm gonna be professing like it ain't nobody's business. So y'all just gonna have to bear with me on that. And don't say I didn't give you fair warning. Do not say I did not warn y'all. You know what I'm saying? Either how, it's good to see y'all. And as you guys stream in, please don't forget to hit that like, that share, that sub button. If you're going ghost watching, stop ghost watching, start real watching. You know what I'm saying? Sub to me. Tell me how much you love me or how much you hate me or how much you think my nose is too big or my nostrils take up too much space on my face. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And then Rumham Solo always got some jokes. Only listen to crazy white dudes, Alabama man, and Haitian in a robe for his FE news. Oh my goodness, this dude funny, man. He got jokes. Haitian in a robe. All right. Hey man, this is it is what it is, man. This is who you get. You get the Haitian guy in a robe. A good thing I'm not a lady with long hair and Haitian because I'd have rollers in my hair right now. It'd be nighttime. I would have my, I'd be getting ready for the next day, But even still, man, it's good to see y'all. Real talk, it's good to see y'all. Carry Skates, what's going on? What's going on? A bedtime story, not so much. However, I'm going to give you, I got the go ahead, I got the green light from the authors to go ahead and give you a taste of what this book is all about. And man, let me tell you, as soon as I got this thing in the mail, I tore that package right open and I didn't even eat yet. I sat my behind down and I just started reading. I was like, "Oh, snap." And it's a good read. It's a clean read. You know what I'm saying? There's not too much craziness going on in there. And I'm going to show you here in a second just to give you a glimpse of what it is I'm talking about. This book is amazing, man. This book is amazing. And shout out to Curtis and Nkechi Vaughn. Thank you very much for this opportunity to be able to present such a gift. Because I tell you what, no one else is doing this. And no one's doing it the way you guys are doing it. And because of that, man, shout out to you guys. God bless you guys and much more success and many more books and many more publications, whatever you guys come up with. And it's, you're going to give to the community, man. I'm going to back y'all up I'm going to back you guys up as best as I can. That's one thing I like to do, man. Let me tell you something. Before I get into this book, I know I'm popping my gums off, man. Matthew Senko, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you. Lowry, what's happening, family? It's good to see you. Fisherman in the box, what's up? What's up? Okay, what's up? All right, Cajun Art Guild, what's going on, family? All right, I didn't see you here before, but hey, welcome. Where's my Rumble family? Where's my Rumble family at? Ain't nobody checking in on Rumble. Oh, Rumble's corny. What's going on? Chris Getz, no relation to Bernard, I hope. No relation to Bernard Getz, I hope. For all y'all in New York, y'all know who Bernard Getz is. Something simpler. What's happening? Where's Mr. Simpler at? Where's my man Porter at? Where's Mr. Porter? Where's he at? It's good to see you. Nobody. What's happening, family? It's good to see you, nobody. Yeah, I know. I got to put, if my face is going to be looking chalky and dry like this, I got to put some grease on it or something. I can't be looking dry like that. Valley Parks, what's going on, fam? What's going on? It's good to see y'all. And basically what I'm doing, making sure I hit everybody up, saying what's up, give peace to the family, and everything else like that. Voy, what's going on, fam? I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a while, Voy. but welcome. I'm glad that I'm here early enough for you to check in. Okay, so as I was saying, God bless this family, the Vaughn family, because that's one thing I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I like when I see people taking their skills, putting their money where their mouth is, and then when I see it, I support it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I support good things, especially when it comes to community. You know, Black community, flat earth community. Like, the flat earth, true earth community, this is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? This is something where these guys are carrying the torch from the BS and the lies to the kids of tomorrow, to the people, to the grown up, to the leadership of tomorrow. So shout out to the Vaughn family. Shout out to this book, man. This is where it begins. If you say, where does it begin? You could say it started here with the kids. You could say it started right here with the Vaughn family. And I support this. I'm Ironwork 92,000 and I support this message, right? But I'm sitting there bumping my gums, but I wanted to show y'all this. Stephen Jarvis, what's going on, fam? It's good to see you, family. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. All right, I wanted to show y'all this. Let me go ahead and bring this up. And this is part of their package. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going to show you just a little bit. You're going to like it. Watch. You're going to like it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And this is from their book, Who Said the Earth is Flat. Amazing, amazing book.
Truth. Who Said the Earth is Flat? A courageous adventure to discover biblical flat earth truth. Welcome, young, anointed, fearless one. Your revolutionary journey begins right now. Oh, brother, my head is spinning, thought JJ. Listening ears, everyone, asked Ms. Junie. Let's talk about the solar system. Science teaches the globe-shaped Earth spins on its axis at about 1,000 miles per hour as it orbits the sun at about 67,000 miles per hour. Are you with me? Yes, chimed the class in unison. Great. As it orbits the sun also zooms through the Milky Way galaxy at approximately 500,000 miles per hour. Wow, Ms. Junie, that sounds too good to be true, muttered Skylar. But it is true, said Ms. Junie. Just trust the science.
Oh, Lord. All right. And that's where we're going to cut that off, that right there. So that's it right there. That's all that we're going to have, right? That's all we're going to have for that, right? That's all we're going to have for that. This is an amazing, amazing book. So the way it works, what I'm going to do is I am going to do y'all some justice right here, right? And I'm going to present to you how you too can own an amazing copy of Who Said the Earth is Flat by Curtis and Ketchy Vaughn. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere. Just playing. But there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin that at the top. Okay. So that right there is going to be your access, your opportunity to go ahead and purchase the book, because that book is the stuff. That's the stuff. That's what I like to see, man. And shout out again, like I can't begin to give enough shout outs out to the Vaughn family. Amazing book. Thank you so much for being here, for having the forethought to make a book like this? I'm sure it's been on a lot of our minds. How could we get it to the children? How could we reach the children? And even me, my two little girls think I'm crazy. Anytime I talk about, hey, the earth is flat, the earth is not a ball like you were taught, this, that, the third. And they don't, it doesn't make sense. You know what's crazy? Is it doesn't make sense to them. It doesn't make sense to them. And when I sit them down and then I try to explain them as lay as possible, they're like, oh, here's dad again, dad over there being dad's crazy. Dad thinks dragons are real. Dad thinks, the earth is flat, everything else. So I kind of get that glazed over look from them. And so it's like the globe got them first. And so these are one of those habits that are difficult to break, right? These are one of those habits that are difficult to break. But when you put it in, you got to fight fire with fire. You have to fight fire with fire. You play their game the way they play their game, right? And then when you drown truth out, when you drown the lies out, with truth, you can't lose. You can't lose. It doesn't matter. The more you just present the truth, you just let the truth fly, man, and let it do what it do. It'll take care of itself. Sometimes it's a slow burn, but it's a burn nonetheless. Sometimes it burns slow, but it still burns. It doesn't matter. Let it do what it does, right? But these guys are giving us an opportunity to a good, concise, in a book format way to reach our kids. And man, I approve this 1,000 times over. I don't know if I could reach you guys, if I could show you guys and make you understand how happy I am to have this book in order to show it to you and to show you how important a document like this is for the future. This isn't just our kids. This is the future. You know what I'm saying? Man, like it makes me want to fight. Like I feel strong. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's hope. Anytime I see these things, it reminds me that there are good people out there. That there aren't, well, of course, this chat also reminds me that there are good people out there. But outside of this chat, it shows me there are good people out there. There are people that hear our cries. There are people out there that hear our frustrations. They know how we feel. They took it a step further and they were like, you know what? Somebody gonna read this, damn it. Somebody gonna read this book. They're gonna eat it. They're gonna swallow it. They're gonna learn it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Shout out again to the Vaughn family, man, putting your best foot forward, presenting us with an amazing book. There it is right there. And I pinned it at the top. Let me talk about it again. It's Westeif, WSTEIF.com, right? Who said the earth is flat? Basically, that's like the scrunched up version of it right there. So it is pinned at the top. Please shout out to that family. Buy yourself a book. Double down. What you saw was a digital version. So you could buy both. You could get the hard copy of the book, which is amazing, right? And I prefer the hard copy book. But they double down. And for, just show these guys some love, get the hard copy, also get the digital version. And then you could buy one and then this is an easy Christmas gift, right? I got mad nieces and nephews and stuff like that. So them, my little girls, other kids out there, people that I know, I'm going to give it to their kids. That people, of course, that understand that this earth is, what it truly is. I'm going to go ahead and be like, hey, man, this right here, man, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever, whatever you follow, happy holidays, man. Or just because I think you need it. You know what I'm saying? You need it. We need it. We all need this, man. This is some stuff I don't mind buying for Christmas. I'll buy it for everybody for Christmas. It's this or some silver. I'll buy both for Christmas. This and some silver. Matter of fact, you know what? The Vaughn family, you guys gave me an idea. You guys gave me an idea. You heard me? Y'all gave me a bang up idea. I know exactly what I'm getting these kids for Christmas. Man, what an amazing book. I actually, you know what? I think I'm going to buy 5 more copies. I'm going to buy 5 more copies. Then I'm going to buy some silver, package it up, send them to the kids and the family, man. What's up? What's up, y'all? What y'all got going on, man? What's up? That is like the perfect gift for a child. You just have them start off. When we do things like this, when we do things like this for the children, man, it starts to put their minds in a different space. Even though they may not be thinking about it now, think about what it does to their mind for the future. Just think about it. All they're going to do is be like, you know what? I remember Aunt Ida. She got me that book with that silver. What did that mean? Or as they get older, then it triggers something inside of their psyche. You know what I'm saying? And then it starts to make certain things make sense. So you want to do things for these kids that kind of make sense. You know, and things like that make sense. A book and a silver, or even some bullets, man. Buy some bullets for them, buy some rounds, you know. Hey, man, anything for these kids. Or you could just triple it up. Get them some bullets, get them a book, and get them some silver. They'll know where it is you coming from. They'll know exactly where it is you coming from. Awaken Nemesis, what's going on, family? It's good to see you, fam. It's good to see you. Swallow FE, that's who it was. It was Swallow FE, Swallow GE. It's good to see you, man. It is good to see you, Valley Parks, once again. Yes, of course. American Off Grid. It's good to see you, family. It's good to see you. Yeah, man. And as y'all come in again, Shannon, hey, sis, what's happening, girl? It's good to see you. Welcome. I'm so happy to see Shannon. Shannon be holding it down. She's one of my day ones, too. I really appreciate Shannon. Thank you, sis. Rethink Inc. What's going on, man? Yeah, exactly. Trust the science. Men can get pregnant. Exactly. Trust the science. These guys are something else, man. These guys are something else. Let me tell you. All right. So we don't see the usual suspects in here. Typically, we'll see Sean Alke, and then we'll see ABC, Angela Baby Carson, Reggie, P56. What's happening, brother? It's good to see you, man. Hunting werewolves. Oh, hunting werewolves, right. Send them some silver bullets. Exactly, right? I like that, man. I like that. You're real sharp. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, man. And again, as you guys come in, make sure to hit that like, make sure to hit that sub. Please make sure to also share this content. All right. So if you guys took a look at the thumbnail, I don't know if you guys are familiar as to what's been going on, but recently, you know, I am over there driving to work at the gas station. If you guys don't know, I work at a gas station. I work at a Shell station. And you know, I fill up air and tires, and I change oils and all that stuff. So I love working at the gas station. So I'm on the way to work, right? And as I'm on the way to work, I get an alert. I'm like, oh, Flatsoid made a video. So I check out Flatsoid. Y'all know I love watching our brother Flatsoid. Flatsoid comes in from time to time. He says, hello, Ian. Okay, hello. Cosmology or cosmogony? It can't be both, right? So Flatsoid comes in and he does his thing. And shout out to Flatsoid, amazing channel, and I love that it's growing, right? And then he's got hello Ian. He's got PJ Cruikshank. If you're not familiar with PJ, somebody get both of their channels, please, and make sure you drop it in the chat so everybody has access to these goods, right? So these are some good channels, amazing brothers, right? And they make some great content. PJ's like been on every single day. And I think also Flat is, right? Sean Alke, there he is. Look at this guy. This man they call Sean Alke. Sean Alke's here. And wherever there's Sean Alke, usually ABC's following up right behind. Wherever Angela Baby Carson is, she's there. Right? And so when he gets on, he's talking about how not a professor, or I like to call, these days I'm going to just call him Prostituta Dave, right? Prostitute Dave. We know who he is. We know that he is a personality that is, he can be and he can do the most. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of break down a video from him, because Flatsoid and PJ And Roger, Roger Ledwell, hey Vlad, how you doing, brother? How you doing, man? All right. So, from PJ, not PJ, but Roger Ledwell be going in there, and then all you hear is just noise, right? Beating on his keyboard and everything. So those three are there, and then they're presenting this video. So I'm listening intently because I'm like, oh, I wonder what it is. What happens just takes me by surprise. Like, I couldn't believe what this guy did. I just couldn't believe it. I don't like seriously mentioning his name, and I don't like watching his content. However, I think tonight is going to be a special night, and we have to show what it is he's done lately and who he's trying to offend, right? Other than all of the flat earth community, who he's trying to play and look silly and stupid. But I think the flip happened instead. But let me stop flapping my gums, okay? I think I've given you guys enough background to where now when you see it, you'll kind of figure it out yourself. So without further ado, family, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show this guy right here. There he is. There he is. Tweedle extra dumb right here. So y'all see this turkey, right? Apparently this YouTube money must be good, man. YouTube be giving this dude some good money. Yeah, very. And then listen, something simpler. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. He's going to do stuff that's even repulsiver. I know that's not a word, but you get what it is I'm talking about, right? He's going to do some stuff that's even more repulsiver and make you even more, make him think he's low. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to make him appear as if he's a low kind of person. But it's like, this is what we're surrounded by. This is what we have to deal with, this right here. Okay? Pork chopula. That's crazy. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, all right. Let me stop talking about it and let me start being about it. Here it is.
Hey everyone, I decided it's time to take a third stab at a reaction video. The first two were enjoyed and appreciated by a lot of people, and the second one where I decided to throw in a little bit of a drinking component, people seem to really like that.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm going to bring that back. It's actually...
Yeah, let's do everything that your audience tells you to do, which, by the way, family, I want y'all to take a look of this down here. Look at that. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Basically 3.5 million subs. Now, my thing is this. I'm not going to sit here and hate on the brother. If he earned those subs, he earned those subs. But here's the reality, right? We know the kind of individual he is. We understand the kind of people that are backing channels like his and channels like that in general, right? And so when you see the kind of people, the quality of people, the quality of individuals and leadership that backs content like that, it just strengthens our resolve as to what it is we do on a day-to-day or a week-by-week, when we tell what the flat earth truth is. It just basically goes to show you that, yes, even more of a reason as to why we are who we are and why we do what it is we do. Look at this turkey right here. So I'm not mad at him for doing this. I'm actually happy that he does this. It's still repulsive. It doesn't change anything. It's as if I have to take something good out of something that is nasty. It is still repulsive. And this is just enough to make your stomach turn. But this is something we need to take a look at and we need to think about. Let's continue.
Actually, around 10:30 p.m. on Thanksgiving. Right now for me, I'll probably put this out on Saturday, I think. So I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving, if that is something that you celebrate wherever you are. And I'm going to drink again a little bit. I had a fair amount of wine today, and I'm going to stick with the whiskey now. And I decided I want to clear out some of the nearly empty bottles in the liquor cabinet. So this is some Booker's. There's a little bit of this left that I'm going to polish off. This was actually given to me by one of my very good friends on my wedding, which was 8 years ago. So I think it's about time that this gets finished.
Yeah, go ahead, drink up.
Left, so I'm going to do that. And then I also brought over, there's a little bit of Kikori left as well. I do like Japanese whiskeys too. They're pretty good. Sadly, I'm not getting any money from these companies. Maybe if this is something that picks up steam, I can visit that possibility in the future.
Yeah, that's his picture of me right there in the background, y'all. He got a little, he got a bunch of Simpsons characters right there. What looked like the Beatles right there. It's either the Beatles or like the Temptations or something. And then he got me up there in the top right. There I go. And I'm watching them. I'm watching them all right, but let's continue. Let me stop playing.
So cheers. If you want to drink along, you'll remember that last time we were mocking some Muslim creationists, and now I got a little wiser this time. So what I'm going to do today, a little while ago, not that long ago, but it was maybe a month or two ago, a bunch of people sent me this video about a rapper who is a flat earther, and he's on this podcast or a show or something talking about flat earth. This video is only 25 minutes long, so I don't think this is going to take I don't know. It might be about an hour long, but yeah, last time it was so long, and I started at almost midnight, so it was like almost 4 a.m. when I was done. So I don't want to do that again. But a lot of people sent me the flat Earth. This guy, I figured this is good as a reaction. I don't need to, we can do this reaction style. We'll do the whiskey. It'll be about an hour. It'll be fun. Everybody will have a great time. So the video is called Lord Jamar Proves Flat Earth to Godfrey, Offers to Debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm sure he was excited to receive that debate offer and took it very seriously. So this guy, I don't know who this guy is, Lord Jamar. Apparently he's a rapper.
Yeah, he was a rapper. Shout out to Lord Jamar, brand Nubian. For all you guys that are not New Yorkers, all you guys that are not hip hop rap fans, which I am, big time, brand Nubian. They were kicking it off in the 90s, man. They were dope. They were fly. Oh my goodness, man. I miss them. One for all, brand Nubian. Yeah, man. For anybody that's from New York, you know who brand Nubian is. They were over there with Tribe Called Quest, leaders of the new school, everything, man. They were fly. They were dope. Oh my goodness. It hits me right in the childhood. Anytime I see or hear of Lord Jamar and his group, Brand Nubians, oh man, feels good. Anyway, let's continue.
Godfrey, I think, is a comedian, and they're sitting on a couch and talking, and there's going to be some flat earth stuff, and so let's go ahead and react to it. So I'm going to start now.
You're a flat earther, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Lord Jamar is a flat earther, everyone. Why are you a flat earther, sir?
Because
You know what's funny? If you look at the screen, everybody's watching everybody. They go Ironwork 92,000, watching Doofus McDoofy right here, who's watching Lord Jamar. And Lord Jamar over there, down there, looking at that Wu-Tang, that Godfrey Wu-Tang symbol down there in the corner. Roger Ledwell, I was just talking bad about you, brother. What's going on, man? Mr. Soups, Mr. Super Sidewinder in the house. What's going on, bro? Let's continue with the video, though. And I was just talking about this video today, Roger, but let's continue with this. Let's go ahead.
it's ridiculous to think that someone can live on a ball, to think that water could wrap itself around a spinning ball, to think that people could be on the bottom of a fucking ball and be upside down because some magical thing called gravity is allowing it to happen.
So the water's
Okay. All right. So we're starting here. This will never not be funny to me.
Look at who we got in the house, family. We got Brandon in the house. Oh, my laughter's fake. Well, let me tell you something, Brenda. You're fake. You know what I'm talking about. My laughter's fake. It's so desperate, I know. But you're fake. How about that? You like that? You like those apples? You're fake, Brenda. How about that? Let's continue with the show.
This is the first thing that he decided to bring up, and it just shows how unbelievably stupid he is. This is what makes me laugh. This is what's funny about these guys. They say they don't understand how water can wrap around a ball and how something can hang on to the bottom of a ball because it's supposed to fall off of the bottom of the ball. The reason these guys think that is because they're imagining holding a globe on the earth where things would fall down to the ground of the earth because of gravity. So they debunk themselves when it's like, why would the earth in space, where is the water going? What is down here in this direction in space that is magically pulling the water off of the globe? Because it ain't the earth like it is here, where we're all sitting here holding a globe above the ground. Like, and I don't know, honestly, I don't understand what the obsession is with the water anyway, because like, why, like, gravity pulls everything to the center of the earth. Water, air, right? All solids, liquids, and gases.
And this is where, and this is where, and this is why you don't show up to a stream drunk. Look at this turkey right here. Look at this dude. You see him? This is why you don't show up drunk. If he was serious about what it is he does, do you think he would take their recommendations seriously? Show up drunk on one of your shows and talk about flat earthers. No, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that, because here's the thing: is a lie. Your lies may be your undoing, and then you're going to come out with the truth and be like, well, you know what? It actually does look flat. So I highly recommend you don't show up drunk and you just continue your games, but at least do it sober. Now you just look like a straight jive turkey. Let's continue.
Like, so yeah, this is not, I don't know. This is going to be pretty rough.
There should be pouring into space then.
Everything should be pulled into space, into the so-called vacuum of space if there's no covering.
Okay, so first things have to fall off the bottom for some reason. Now everything should be sucked into space, into the vacuum of space, because, and those of you who watched one of my flat earth debunks, I think it was the 10 things all flat earthers say, because of the vacuum of space, because this moron thinks that space is a vacuum cleaner. He doesn't know what vacuum means, and he thinks that space is a vacuum cleaner that should be sucking everything away from the earth, apparently.
So that's some straw manish stuff going on over there, right? That's straw man if I hadn't heard anything ever before. So this guy was over there playing games, talking mess. And you know what I like? You know what I like? He's got such a big following. Go there and ask to debate him. You've got a huge following. And yes, Greg B. Greg B, welcome, by the way. It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Right above his head, doing all, yeah, right? So shout out Greg B. It's good to see you. And yes, vacuum is a void. It's low pressure, super low pressure. And this guy, he's just talking mess. Let's continue. He's unreal.
So yeah, again, a vacuum is just where there is no matter, and gravity keeps things on Earth because of the mass of the Earth. Things don't fly into space. That's not how physics works.
Family, and you know what we talk about on this channel. We don't sit there and we don't talk about anything else. We talk about Archimedes' principle, right? This guy's talking about gravity. He's talking about this. He's talking about that. One of the things he fails to mention is buoyancy and density. And yes, we're going to keep saying it because that's what they are. It's buoyancy. It is density. Let's continue.
If we have no covering, our atmosphere, our waters, everything should be sucked into.
So you think we're in a dome?
So why, right? Why would a vacuum suck things into space? That's not, yeah. So he's thinking of a vacuum cleaner and also doesn't know how vacuum cleaners work.
Oh God. And you see what he's doing, right? Y'all see what he's doing? That whole, he's talking about a vacuum cleaner. No, he's not. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. And so why is he talking about that? And how does it work? Why does he say sucked off in? Because it's going from immediate low pressure to a high pressure environment. So both those things can exist at the same time like that. Come on, Dave. This dude is supposed to know better. And this is the now let me remind you what his duty in life is these days. He's supposed to be sitting there. Don't forget, they're using him as the standard. They're using flat. They're using prostitute Dave as the standard to teach children. Okay, and not just folks, but also children. He's supposed to be a tutor and everything else. So this is what they want to use as a standard. That guy up there, the very top, that's not in red. Let's continue.
Absolutely. Although, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Okay, so don't. All right. So yeah, where's the dome? Right. Hopefully they're going to Antarctica. And they're gonna find the dome, right? Or they're gonna search for it. Yeah, there's no dome. We've been up there.
No, dumb behind. If you just pay attention, if you just did some kind of research, listen. Sure, could there be speculation of a dome? Absolutely, right? Have we seen it? We haven't. However, we do have references, right? And we still wait one. Hold on, y'all. We still have the Encyclopedia Americana 1958. So we still have the Encyclopedia Americana from 1958, right? We still have it. I bought this whole volume. I bought the whole collection, right? From 1958. Paid a pretty penny for it. But let me tell you something. As they burn these books, it's totally worth it, because booty holes like that guy that they call Prostitute Dave, they are a dime a dozen. They are all over the place. But one way to shut them the hell up, you hit them upside the head with some truth. You hit them upside the head with their own medicine, right? Use that to hit them upside the head. Learn them up a little bit. Let's continue.
Shit, you
Here's
never
the
heard
thing.
this shit, huh?
Hey,
Explain.
here's the thing, right? There's certain things that they don't allow you to explore, right? So there's certain things that I can't prove. I can't go there. I'm not allowed to go up there and touch this. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, you could. I mean, who's stopping you?
No,
Build a rocket. There's that flat earther who built a rocket, and I think he died or something, right? But so places you can't explore. I thought he meant no.
So sure, let's talk about the final experiment real quick. Okay, let's talk about it, because nobody's going that far south to experience the dome at 13,000 feet. Matter of fact, let's read from that. Let's see. Those guys are going, I forget what bay it is, but they're not going far south enough in order to experience. It's like 80 degrees south or something like that. 80 degrees south. They're not going that far south, not even close. You know what I'm saying? But let me stop talking crap. It's on page 14 in here. See, I remember. Page 10, ants. Where's uncles? The uncles page. Okay. So Antarctica, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. 80 degrees south. All right. So a longitude. Hold on. Dome, 13,000 feet high. Okay. And longitude degrees west. Okay. I think they meant, looking at this, they said a latitude of 80 degrees south. Thought that was a longitude, but okay. So it says at a latitude of 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. I think it sounds like it's backwards, but we know what they mean. We know what they mean. Either way, it's far south, whether it's 80 or 90, right? They said at that coordinate, dome with a dome at 13,000 feet high. It's in here. I know you can't read it. It's mad small, but it's in here on page 14. They give you a place as to where you will encounter these things. They give you a place, and then Funny how that's the last time you see of this document. That's the last time they print it. The one and only time. I believe they have this also in a Funk and Wagnalls, because they made encyclopedias as well. A Funk and Wagnalls 1958 edition also. They made that in there too. So it's not exclusive only to Encyclopedia Americana. If you could find a Funk and Wagnalls from 1958, you'll be reading much of the same thing. Okay. So this dude, I don't know how many times people have got to tell his drunk self. It's just worse that he's drunk. But I don't know how many times people have to tell him these things, that it's the same things over and over again. This is why it's not worth debating, folks like this. He's a troll. Let's continue.
Nobody's stopping you from going to space. It's just why you crowdfund $500,000 and go with those people. I don't forget who.
You know why? Because we're not silly. That's why. It's an easy way to get yourself killed. We're not stupid. See, this is the thing, man. We're not stupid. So we're not just going to give ourselves up and be like, yeah, sure, take me to space. They'll put you in your own rocket and then wind up blowing it up. Just ask freaking Gus Grissom. Oh, you just pay for this and pay. Oh, sure. Like it's just that easy to go to space and to do this, to do that. Especially when you're not playing ball with these guys. You really think they're just going to let you go up into space like that? Come on, man. Like these guys are a joke, man. You can't take these fools serious. Let's continue.
Who are the ones who are, William Shatner went up there. So why can't you? I don't know. Figure it out. Or just send up a balloon, right?
Yeah, and Flat Sword brought up a good point. That's because William Shatner is rich. So because he has money and he can influence, he's an influencer, and he can influence people to do things that they're otherwise not used to doing. Of course they can send William Shatner. Of course they can. When he's rich. Let's continue.
Where is the dome? How high is the dome? How high do we have to go to find the dome? Tell me where it is, right? Where is this dome? And isn't it supposed to connect to the land at some point? Why don't you just go closer to where it is connecting to the ground and go knock on it that way, right? It's probably it's supposed to be past the ice wall, right? So go to Antarctica. They're already going. Maybe he knows about the final experiment. Who knows? When was this video? This was a month ago. This was posted on October 7th. So he perhaps has not kept abreast of what's going on in the flat Earth community.
What a fool. And shout out to October 7th. October 7th is my Navy birthday. That was the day I enlisted. Shout out to October 7th. Shout out to the U.S. Navy. Yup.
And
right.
So this is only what I can surmise, especially from thousands of years, because only 500 years ago did they come with this whole heliocentric model.
Yeah, and before that, it was geocentric spherical Earth.
Oh,
I'm so tired of flat earthers pretending that heliocentrism is the first time that we figured out that the Earth is a sphere. We figured it out about 2,500 years ago. The ancient Greeks, at least, probably before, we've known it's a sphere. Heliocentrism is a lot harder to figure out. The thing that I always say is that it's so easy to figure out the Earth is a sphere that I am very confident I could have done it.
Wait a minute. Did he? Wait. Did you guys just hear that? I'm going to rewind it a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard him just say what I thought he just said. I'm going to rewind it a little bit because this is the problem when you drink, dumb. Let's play that again.
It was a geocentric spherical Earth.
I'm
so tired of flat earthers pretending that heliocentrism is the first time that we figured out that the Earth is a sphere. We figured it out about 2,500 years ago. The ancient Greeks, at least, probably before. We've known it's a sphere. Heliocentrism is a lot harder to figure out. The thing that I always say is that it's so easy to figure out the Earth is a sphere that I am very confident I could have done it with no help, right?
So are you hearing that? Are you hearing that? Heliocentrism is that much harder to figure out. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what I just heard? Heliocentrism is so much harder to figure out. But then if it would have been me, I would have been able to figure it out. How? If they didn't tell you that the earth was a ball and they have everybody and their mama having you believe this nonsense, how would you have figured it out? Like, please tell us how. Please. Like, I think that's like the $64,000 question. How are you going to show us? How would you have figured some nonsense? It's like saying this white wall, I would have figured out that it was a black wall if you would have given me some time. How, motherfucker? It's a white wall. How you gonna figure out a white wall is black? It don't make no sense unless you're colorblind or you're blind where everything is black. It doesn't make any sense. Let's rewind that one more time because I still can't believe he said that.
Weeks at least, probably before.
The ancient Greek.
We've known it's a sphere. Heliocentrism is a lot harder to figure out. The thing that I always say is that it's so easy to figure out the Earth is a sphere that I am very confident I could have done it with.
Heliocentrism is harder to figure out. Okay, so the sun as the stationary thing and us moving, it's hard to figure out. But then he's saying he would have then figured out how easy it would have been for him to figure out that the earth is a sphere. That's what he said. That's what he said. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I'm not straw manning anybody or nothing like that. That's what he said. Let's continue.
With no help, right? You bring me back
Okay,
2,000
yeah.
years. I could have made observations and figured out that the Earth is a sphere. Could I have figured out heliocentrism? Hell no. Much, much harder to figure out. That's why we figured it out 500 years ago, not 2,500 years ago.
So then here's my question, if that's the case, because we're done with the debates and everything else. I think really what it is I'm trying to drive a point home. So then you would have figured out. My question is, how would he have figured out that the earth is a ball? How? When we were kids and we came out, we thought everything was as it is, right? We had to be convinced that it was a ball. And we just figured we'd go along with it so we could get an A on whatever test or whatever, form we had to fill out. We just went along to get along. Sure, it's a ball, right? Okay. And you filled our mind up with a bunch of nonsense propaganda and movies, enough to kill, and brainwash a cow. So, of course, like we saw it, we fell for it too. We're nobody special. We all fell for the same okie doke. We all did, even though it didn't make sense. We fell for it. It didn't make sense even at the time. Even as we grew up, we tried to make it make sense. We did, and it just didn't. It's like trying to be a man with wide feet trying to put on a pair of high heels. If you can't do it, you just can't do it. If it ain't supposed to be on your feet, if the shoes don't fit, you can't wear them. That's just how it is, man. So they just tried to give us a shoe to fit on our damn flat earth feet, a globe shoe. It doesn't work. And so since it's a lie, it doesn't work. It doesn't fit. And that's normal. That's what's so normal about the flat earth, about what this place is. That's what's so normal and so good about it. Is that it kind of makes, it makes so much sense that the stuff that they taught us has gotten us way out of our senses to where we catch ourselves from time to time going back into the nonsense of how we used to live, right? Water's supposed to have fluoride in it. Food is supposed to have chemicals in it. No, it's not. And no, it's not. No. Fruit is supposed to not have seeds in it. No, it's not. All these things, as you think about them, they're nonsense. They're nonsense. And I find it concerning that parents trust what Dave says. Parents trust people like that with their kids and the minds of their kids. There's something, I don't know if y'all used to watch, but something that I used to watch when I was younger all the time. Always, Ozzie Davis used to have the United Negro College Fund, right? Commercial. A mind is a terrible, the saying, we used to say it all the time, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. This is them wasting our minds when we were kids. Thank the Lord that we got some of our senses back. Maybe not all of them, but we got some of them, enough of them, and we have to work backwards. But our kids are still falling victim to this lie, to these lies and this BS and this propaganda still as we speak. This is what they're being force taught. That, and people, the fakers, where's Brandon at? Them fake ones with my fake laugh. Where's Brandon at? Yeah. I'm so fake. Where's Brandon? Oh, Brandon usually be in here. Brandon usually be in here. And this is what I'm talking about. A walking like lie, a walking lie, a walking, living, breathing lie. Brandon, where you at? Don't hide. Why you hiding? Brandon's over there hiding. Why you hiding for? Come on out. You so proud. You so proud. I'm fake, but that wig on your hair is real, right? That wig on your head is real, though. That hair on your head is real, but I'm fake, right? Come on out, Brandon. Come on out. You ain't saying shit now. Excuse my language, y'all. That's 2 cusses so far. Let me chill out. Let me chill out. So that's what I'm talking about. They want your kids to say that things like that is okay. Things like the globe is okay, and then little by little they kind of weasel their way into your mind to make other things appear as if they're okay. Certain lifestyles, those are okay too. Yeah, Brandon know better. He know I ain't gonna play that BS with him, and so I'm gonna let him know what time it is. I don't play that nonsense. I'm gonna give him that work. I'm gonna give him that smoke all day, all night, and he don't like it. He don't like it. Anytime he comes in here, he's going to get that work. If he's going to think he's going to cut jokes with me, I could cut him back. I could make jokes too. I can make jokes too. Nah, don't kick him out. Nah. Don't kick him out. Don't kick Brandon out. No, let him talk. Let him talk. I like it when we have a walking, talking contradiction in here. I love it. I love the walking and talking contradiction. And it's not to be a bully. I want to highlight exactly what it is she is doing. That's what I want to do. I want to highlight what she is doing so America could see for themselves. Okay, one big pond. Okay, I hear you. All right. Okay, I got you, Carrie Skates. But we want, my thing is to let people talk, right? We want them to talk. We want people to talk. We want people to voice their opinion, right? No matter how crazy it is, just as long as it doesn't get us struck, I don't want to be disrespectful, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you think you're going to play with me? I'm going to play right back with you. I got you. I got your number. Especially you coming on my show. You coming on my property. You coming on my turf. Nah, man, I understand this basketball court a little bit better than you do, Brenda. You walking contradiction, trying to tell us we're fake and we're lying. Got some nerve. I love that. But this is the good part about being, man, I can't tell you. It's a good time to be alive, y'all. It is a good time to be alive because the truth is coming out. And even though some of us may be getting caught in the crossfire of the truth, I get it. And it may suck at times. It's still a good feeling because what was once not known is now starting to come out and things are making sense. Hey, Porter, what's happening, brother?
What's
How you doing, family?
All right, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How's everything with you?
Awesome.
Y'all like how I do that, right? I arranged everything so I can talk to Porter over here.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is an awesome topic.
Yeah, I know, right, man? Freaking Professor Dave over there acting crazy as hell, man. And then you got Lord Jamal over here, man. And he's talking bad about him and everything, man. That thing pissing me. It's just all right. It's
What?
not that it's pissing me off, but it's like I want everybody to see prostitute Dave's behavior, how
Right.
he's acting, just to show like this is how he looks at his craft. This is
Yeah.
how unserious he makes his craft. He doesn't take it. He doesn't have respect for his audience. Number one. Number two, he don't take what it is he does seriously. Because if he
Right.
did, he wouldn't even think about showing up
Drink.
inebriated like that, drunk. Because you show up drunk to something like that, and then at any moment you could spill the beans and be like, yeah, that does look fake. Like you ain't serious. You ain't serious. So I can't respect those 3.5 million viewers of his. I can't respect it. I'm like, you can't take this guy serious, man.
At all. It is fun. It's just funny to think how this is all unfolding. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
just
people
bit by
honestly make it. You know, just paying attention. I mean, the audience can obviously tell. You know, and obviously tell.
yeah. I mean, yeah, just you people like that, man. You don't give them any room to breathe.
That's
As
right.
soon as they expose themselves, you gotta jump on their helmet like fast. Don't let them talk no mess. Be like, you know
No.
what? I'm exposing you. That's it.
That's right. I don't think he can explain the actual schematic, like the dynamics of the system. I think he knows the components, but that's the thing about people that are in the globe model. They don't even know what they believe, though, Iron, really. And then when you get into a debate with one of them or like a discussion, they'll jump over to Google or something like that, and they'll come back like they've been in the field or something like that. Not that I have, but I can tell you the last 4 years I've dug down into this topic, and you can just sense it when you get into the conversation. And this clearly shows just where they are on what they have to defend.
Yep.
It's remedial. The argument is like and then he's inebriated, so that shows you right there. I don't think anybody really respectfully, with an honest approach from the heart, will ever come up to the forefront just drunk about flat Earth. Hey, bro, look, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see it.
Exactly. And I'm looking, and this was on Flatzoid's channel. This is where I got that. So again,
Wow.
shout out to Flatzoid's channel.
Shout out.
And
Flat.
Flats, PJ, and Roger were on this morning, and that's what I was watching. And so I went ahead, like I didn't want to give this guy any more power than he already has,
That's
because YouTube is stuffing his stocking every single day with viewers, views, and money. Before he was living in a cardboard box in California. And you know what? I'm not trying to pocket watch nobody. I promise you I'm not.
Right.
But you see, he was living in a cardboard box in Cali a little bit ago. Now look at everything. Still the same pictures, right? Except for the Simpsons joint. That's rather new. But now it's he moved up to the, East Coast apartment in the sky high. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the Jeffersons, So he's moving on up. And he's living a good life, but off of whose back? For what?
Right.
For pushing lies. This is why you can't take channels like YouTube. You can't. I'm sorry. I know I'm pushing my stuff on YouTube. You can't take people like this seriously, man.
That's
Like
right.
you can't take streaming media like YouTube seriously, man. Like shame on anybody. They say freedom of speech. If there was that much freedom of speech, 2020 would have happened and everybody would have been like Rumble. You would have been able to say whatever the hell you wanted to say. Let's just be careful. Let's just be cautious today, right?
That's
But
right.
you could have been able to say those things. That turkey they call prostitute Dave isn't sitting over here. He's not making those claims with us. He's not saying, you know what, I disagree with the flat earth, but you know what, you guys have a point about that other thing that happened in 2020. You guys you guys have stuff to work with. He's not saying anything like that. So he ain't serious.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then one thing that is awesome, that Austin Whitsitt debate is right up under the Dave.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
it's
snap.
directly underneath it. Yep. It's up on the forefront, I guess. And I've noticed that Flatzoid what he does is he'll label it like something to discredit flat Earth. And then,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? To get people like, oh yeah, this is it. And they'll go and look at it. And it's something that is like a major point for it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like a reverse kind of algorithm layout format, which is really smart if you think about it.
Yeah.
To be the algorithm. Because that's what's going on right now. It's an information war. And the more we find out, Aaron, the more they scrub it.
Yeah, that's right. And I did see
On
the
YouTube.
Austin Whitsitt debate down there, by the way. I saw it down there, and it's like on mine, it's like video number 5 or something like that. But it's recent for all the stuff that he makes and all the content that he makes. For that to be up there at the top.
That's weird.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? He claims that he won that debate.
Oh, I
He
know.
swear up and down. He's like, oh, I had to mop the floor with Austin. And I'm like, dude,
keep hitting people to go look at it then. That's all you got to do.
It's
clear.
like, bro, like you lost, man. Like he beat your behind. And my thing is, I don't even mess with debates really. I don't even like debates.
Right.
Like I've had enough of them. I'm like, man, we're over that. You know what I'm saying?
It's open discussions. You're right. I think to find truth. You're right. You're right. That's the most productive, reference frame to settle your consciousness in, is to get into something where, wait a second, you're looking for truth, Iron. I'm looking for truth. Let's both get on the same page on some things that we may disagree on and see why, instead of going in, no, I'm right. This is why it's like this.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree. And like as we go along and we get to balance the two, right? And then you see an approach that Austin takes, nice, calm, easy going, typically. Maybe not all flat earthers would be that way, and it would have been a total mess, which it was still a kind of a little bit of a mess because he kept walking and talking all over Austin, didn't give him a chance to really speak much. You know what I'm saying? And he spent more time, instead of trying to prove his claims, talking mess.
He didn't have the advantage to ad homs, though, the way that it was worked out. So I don't know. That was pretty cool, though. The whole debate was a blur, and I think I probably need to go back and just check it out again. But you know, I think the precipice is, though, Iron. We've looked at what we are supposed to believe for so long in so many different ways. We have the arguments down at every angle, and they only have one they can come with, and their key points can't even match the truth because that frequency is just recognized. And they're scrambling right now. And now it's at a point, I think, where despite the algorithm, you can't beat consciousness. They're going to look for it.
You damn right. You damn right. And you want to know something? They're resting their laurels on this Antarctica trip. They're not even going that far down. If you look at the peninsula, the proximity of where they are to where that peninsula is, they're going to be like in the middle-ish of the peninsula. They're not even going to be on that ring area. So the ring area, I mentioned this joint right here. Right, the Encyclopedia 58 Britannica. I got me a copy, right? And so in there it talks about like 90 degrees south, 80 degrees south, 90 degrees east, I think. 90 degrees east or west, I forget which, right? And while down there, that's where they experienced the dome at 13,000 feet. That's where they experienced one of them. And then you had other ones, subsequent ones, like
that's high, my friend.
Yes, that is high. Exactly. It's high, but it's only 13,000 feet.
Yeah.
Think about it. But think about it. If it's doming like that and you're that far south, so it makes sense.
At the edge, I'm thinking, but
exactly.
I get that.
Exactly. So it's not like the whole thing is equidistantly high.
Oh, no.
Right. So it tapers down like a rainbow.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. And
but
so
I've got a couple of questions on to get your feedback on.
Yeah.
So it's Jaron and it's Whitsitt. Okay. So I would even go so far as to say there's questions that they had to propose to, Jaron and Whitsitt. And I was thinking kind of like, if I was them, what kind of what ifs would I come up with just to see if I could get some kind of meaning behind them when it comes to how can you honestly tell that the ship doesn't go like a 2 or 6 to 8 millimeter degrees if it's at night, unless you know the stars.
if what does it
Unless
go
you know
to?
the stars. How can we prove that they'll even be there? What if, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're going to have like compasses and stuff like that, but just I think there's got to be someone there that can either, you know what I'm saying? If there is no sun, that's friggin' major. So a quick turn of the boat, boom. I don't know. And also, I was listening to Glowbusters the other day, Iron, and he was like, "Well, I just wanted to come give my respects," you know. And I was like, "Bro."
Who said that?
It was I don't know what profile came on Glowbusters, and they had calls in, and this guy just said, "Yeah, I just wanted to pay my respects to." I was like, "Dang, don't do that."
Oh yeah,
Then,
that's messed up, man. Putting
yeah,
bad. He's just putting bad
juke. And then he was
vibes
saying
in there.
that, and then I was like, I jumped onto him, and I was like, I called in, and I told him, I said, "Look, this is how this goes. It would be so terrible for anything to happen. I'm talking about it would look, dude, it would cause millions to know, billions to know about everything.
Yep.
If something bad was to happen to this mission."
Yep.
And
They
so
thought we didn't trust them. They thought we didn't trust them then. It's like now it's bad. Things are bad enough. They don't need any more of the mistrust.
I mean,
They
that's it.
really don't want it. They don't want it. They don't. They're looking for other lies that they could throw our way that we could hopefully, or for them, for their sake, that we could then bite down on and then would give them a longer time. I don't think they want to rock that boat. And I pray to God that nothing happens to those guys.
Oh wow!
No matter how much I
Probably
disagree.
fast in the first 2 days they're there. I won't probably do that.
Yeah.
Just spontaneous, just mention.
No matter how much I disagree with much of what it is they're doing,
yeah,
I wouldn't want to see either of those
Oh,
those
no,
guys, whether you're of the flat or you're of the globe. I can't stand those globe earth people, but at the same time, I don't want to see them get harmed. You know what I'm saying? I'd like for them to come back.
I think they're gonna be good.
Yeah, I think that I think they'll be fine. I hope they come back in one piece and continue talking their mess, but
They're
which
bringing
they
some
will.
thermal imaging too, my friend.
Say again.
They're bringing thermal imaging too, so they can see through clouds. Yes. Some of the most high-tech, advanced equipment I heard that he's been able to sign off for personally, that he's learning, that he's been learning. So
who's this?
Austin? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like he's probably going to have some highly advanced equipment with him. And then Jaren's supposed to have this thermal thing that this guy's like, I already got, you can use kind of deal. I heard him talking about it. So yeah, I think they're going to be able to see through some things. And the bottom line is, even if it is a coffee cup caustic, it's not the sun. That's just twilight. And there's no possible way, knowing how the sun works, with the measurements of what we see, they are not going to see a sphere in the sky with any kind of light at all. Not a circular.
Right.
It's going to come and go.
So that's
it's
the
going to come and go.
Part.
That's it.
So this is what, you know.
It's not going to stay there and go back around. It's not. It's going to come. And look, as soon as it comes, because what if they ride in when it's dark and it comes? And they're going to be like, just saying.
Well, here's the thing is I think they're supposed to be taking a boat down there, yes?
Yeah. I know.
Okay. They're not flying in.
That's right.
Because flying in is the blacked out windows.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Flying in is, you have no windows. It's a tube. Blacked out windows flying into Antarctica if you're a passenger.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of paperwork on that?
This is all the information. This is what I've heard. Good question, by the way. Good question.
I bet you it's like that.
Yeah, and this is stuff from guys that have been flown in that they weren't allowed. They didn't get to look outside the windows, right? The cabin windows, like we're normally used to when it comes to those things. Those guys flew in and it was like, yeah, I can't see. Like, yeah, you can't see. They don't.
I mean, the simple fact, though, Iron, that all of the time that they've been down there, with an accumulation of what we have as a video evidence in the north, it should be at least equal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's nothing close to that. And I mean, it should be simple. All the stuff that admitted has been doctored. We all see it. It's obvious.
Yeah, but here's another thing. I think I'm not worried about it for a couple
Oh,
of
me
reasons.
either.
And I wasn't really worried about it. My thing was to get the right information out as much as we could, try to figure out why the sun is doing what it's doing. And it wasn't so much of a worry for me because to me, I'm like, and to many others in the flat earth community, we're like, the
Right.
earth is still flat. It doesn't matter what the hell's going on with the sky. It's strange. So let's try and figure out. Like we've tried to do everything else. What do? We try to figure stuff out. We don't just take people's word for gospel. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
So
right.
in our efforts for trying to figure these things out, we've come across the some people had their feelings hurt. It is what it is, right? I didn't get mine hurt when Q and Fee came around there talking his mess. He spoke his mess. He said a lot of dirty things, bad things about me. He could go eat a dick, fuck him, whatever, right? But at the same time, my thing was, hey, if I'm doing something wrong and he's trying to call me out, then I have no problem admitting my fault. And then I have no problem. Let's go over and figure out where I was wrong, right? And so the thing is I learned some stuff in that process. And I thought it was amazing. So I guess in a sense, kind of shout out to him, but at the same time, fuck you, Q and Fee, right? And so we progress, we continue, right?
There's your star.
Yeah, and so I'm not gonna give him no more power. He can have it, whatever, right? That's as far as we go with him. But really what it showed was anytime we visited the and we're gonna get back to the video, family. Anytime we visited the oh man, we lost Porter. But anytime we visited the sun calculator, right? The sun the sun calculating website, what's his name? Luke 23:43 brought some things to our attention. And it was basically how the sun moves in a different arcing pattern, right? As opposed to what we're used to seeing up north, or rather north of the equator, right? So on one side of the equator, it makes the makes a sad face. On the north side of the equator, it makes a smiley face, right? And then on the equator, it makes a dark winged duck face, big long mouth across the sides right there, right? And so that's fine. And so what I said when I saw that was, hey, it could be a reflection off the firmament. I don't know. Maybe. I was like, because that's weird that it has to happen that way. And so Luke 23:43, we're very familiar with them. Shout out to Luke, by the way. Showed this to us time and time again. He even said that his dad witnessed this phenomena take place where the sun was coming in the southeast and then exiting in the southwest, right? Doing a sad face. And I thought that was pretty strange. And so really, I didn't know why it did that. But then what I could say was then in that case, it made me do a couple of things. And that was to see in which direction the gnomon, and that's the big fin on a sundial, is pointed. And so a gnomon is pointed in the north, in the northern hemisphere. And in the southern hemisphere, a gnomon is pointed to the south. It is pointed to the south. And those are some things that I learned. I thought that was amazing. To me, I thought all gnomons were pointed to the north. All of them, whether they're in the north and they're in the south. But seeing what the sun does, it makes total sense that it would be pointed towards the south. Fine. Does that mean that there are 6 suns out there? No. Could it be it doesn't mean that. I'm not saying that there aren't, but it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. So we need to continue to investigate, which is what we did. I said what I said as far as, wow, it's funny that it's doing that. So there's a chance that as the sun in the northern hemisphere does its arc, the opposing sun in the southern hemisphere is doing the same thing. So it's looking something along the lines of this, and then going away, bowing out, coming together, converging, and then bowing out because of what the sun is, and definitely not of what the sun isn't, right? It's not a solid ball doing these things, giving us these weird effects. It's because it is a light. It is a impalpable. I don't know if that's a word, but it's not a palpable light, right? And also what that shows is that the Gleason's map more than likely works in the northern regions. And so I have asked Vlad to have a session about me and Andrew Marsh. Man, listen, Swallow GE, I appreciate you, brother, and I'm sure you're a good dude. Not now, maybe another time, and we'll have to schedule that. All right. I'm not going to talk bad about you. I'm not. But another time. Oh, and then Lord have mercy. You've got 5 minutes. Say what you need to say. You got 5 minutes, man.
What?
Matter of fact, you got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes, bro. You got 3 minutes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. So you like to talk big, like you're a big man, don't you? You think you're a big man? Is that what you think you are?
Brenda, you got 3 minutes,
You
man.
think you're a big man? Come and
Brenda,
debate me then sometime, big man. You got nothing.
Brenda, why don't you
got
come
nothing,
on?
big man.
You're right. I don't. You're Brenda.
You don't.
You know what?
You got
You're
no
right.
arguments. You've
You're
got
right.
nothing.
I've got none.
The
And you're
Earth
right.
is still
And
going to
with
be
you,
a globe.
Brenda,
It's still
take the
going to be a
camera
globe
off.
when you're
Brenda,
done.
take the camera off. Brenda, take the camera off.
You're still going to be
Take the
on a
Brenda,
globe.
Brenda, take the camera off. Take the camera off. Show yourself.
You're a big man.
I'm a little man.
Yeah, you think you're a big man.
I'm a little. No,
You're not.
No.
You're not.
I'm not.
You're
You're right. I'm a
Yes, you're
whiny
not.
crybaby little man.
No,
you're
you're
right,
a
Brenda.
sad,
I'm
lonely,
a sad, no good,
lonely
big
man.
nose having,
That's
big
why.
nose.
That's why
lips
you
are
need to
dried
go
in
to
the
YouTube.
motherfucker.
For
Yeah, I
family,
gotta go on
don't you?
YouTube.
Your family, because your family can't stomach you, can they?
They can't stomach me. That's right, Brenda.
Because
They
you don't have a family.
I don't have a family.
YouTube is your family.
YouTube is my family. Yeah.
Right?
So Brenda, tell me, where's your family at? Tell me where your family is.
Bye.
I'm sure. No, Brenda, I'm sure your family's proud of you, right? Of course. That's everybody. Brenda, thank you, Brenda. Join us at any time. There goes Brenda, family. We appreciate you, Brenda. Thank you. So there goes Brenda.
My phone died. I apologize.
That's all good. Brenda just paid us a visit. I'm a crybaby. I think I'm a big man. I'm a little man. I'm a crybaby. And I have no family. Brenda got me, man. I'm a little crybaby man. And I have no family. They hate me. So it is what it is. I just have to eat that. I have to live with it. And then, yes, that's right. Damn it. That's right. My flat earth family loves me over here. Thank you. Because I have no family. But Brenda, yo, make yourself at home anytime. Come on. See, here's the thing. I gave Brenda a chance. I said, Brenda, go ahead, yo. Brenda, go ahead. Say what you gotta say. You got the floor. You got 3 minutes. Say what you gotta say. And so came up there. Didn't have nothing constructive. Had nothing constructive to say, just like I predicted.
I wonder. Something simpler said. Asked if she had a baby yet.
Oh, Brenda. Oh, yeah. Oh, Brenda don't want that smoke. Something simpler. Brenda don't want that smoke. Brenda's all flash and no bang.
I know, but we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it legit.
Yeah, Brenda's all flash, no bang. All flash, and actually Brenda got bangs. That wig be helping out a lot, that's for sure. So Brenda, come on up here anytime. Anytime you want to come on up here and talk some smack, we could talk smack all day. I could talk smack with the best of them. Let's go.
Yeah.
But you know what, Brenda? You're right. I'm a sorry dude, man. I'm a sorry dude. No family. They hate me. I know, man. But I'm interested to see Brenda's family. I can show you my family. I love my family and my family loves me. I can show you my family. My family is amazing. I got a good family. I love my family. But I'm interested in seeing Brenda's family. Sure. I'm not going to talk bad about them. I'm not going to do that because they can't defend themselves here.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see who they are and how they feel about certain choices, how they truly feel. Mm-hmm. I'm curious, and no disrespect to folks in that lifestyle. If that's you, that's you. You know what I'm saying? But when you come on here and you faking it, Riku, what's going on, family? When you come on here and you faking it, nah, man, we're gonna expose that.
Right,
Nope.
right.
Go ahead, Reek. What's up, man?
Yeah, hey, I my daughters came from the art class there. Just I heard maybe 10 seconds of Brenda coming in the last time, like 3 minutes ago, and they interrupted me with their artwork, which is kind of like it's
Bless
amazing. They've studied it, and like it's good. But I was like, what the fuck do you have to come in right now? There's Brenda speaking. So, but anyways, so I respected them, my daughters first, and I muted you, so I didn't hear what happened there. But it's like the fucking Transformers attack. I would have liked to kind of like to prepare to the Transformer attack. You have to kind of hear what they have to say, and all that.
Yes, and you know what? That's the thing, is that I don't want to silence him. I don't want to do that. Like, I want to go ahead and let him talk, but if he's going to interrupt the show, it's like I can't do that. But the thing is it's like it's good. What it is it allows the True Earth community to see that at its finest. And what I call it is especially if they're going to say what they say about us, that we're liars. I'm like, no, you're the walking contradiction, not us. We're looking for the truth.
Well, the thing, what I heard is just that you're not a big man and all that. So I would have liked to hear how you answered, but I don't know it. I don't know it quit too quickly because I was only away for 2 minutes and it wasn't there anymore. So I was like,
oh no, I told Brenda.
You promised him her it 3 minutes and you didn't fucking hold up to your promise. So I'm kind of disappointed.
Dog. No, I tried. I was agreeing. I was like, you know what? You're right. I was agreeing with them. I was like, Brenda, dude, you are right. You know what? You're right. You win.
As soon as it hit the scene, it was nothing but ad homs.
Yep. I was like, you win, Brenda. You absolutely win.
3 minutes you promised at home. I have to now I'm watching live. I would have wanted to see it live, but now I have to go back and see what happened there.
Yeah.
But
man.
No, but in general, yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I don't, man. Well, I don't mind. It's for the audience's sake. I have to let that in here so people can see, because it's like it is proving my point every time it speaks. It proves everything that we're talking about. Like, it proves everything we're talking about, right? So it's like, look, you're just giving us more power by coming up here and talking mess, because not only are you wrong, you're wrong in everything, right? You're wrong in everything, and you just go ahead and you prove that. And every time you speak, every time you type, you just show how wrong you are. So it's like, go ahead and talk and tell people a little bit of your history, please. So, and it's not a slight at people that live that lifestyle. However, when you live a lifestyle like that, and you don't get to say that we're liars when that's the lifestyle you live. You don't get to do that. That's where you fuck up. You don't get to call us the wrong ones because you decide you want to cut your stuff off and you want to add some tits. You don't get to do that. You don't call us the liars. We're calling you the liar. You're the one living the lie, not us. Let's continue.
But hey, the thing kind of is that. So have you seen the guy or dude or woman or? So I think now he's taking the space, like they take the space and they take the time and all that. It's kind of good because I think the whole flat Earth thing is just part of the whole scam. So we should talk about everything else. But people like these who are scammers or could be real thing living in a weird kind of life, it's kind of probably, I don't know, it happens probably, I don't know, not in my life, but it's part of the conversation because pretty much everything else is a lie. So why not the trans thing or whatever? It's part of the whole agenda. So
it is
flat Earth is one of the wormholes of the many. Yeah. So
yes,
it kind of, if that's the point, if it's not just a flat Earth conversation here on this channel, this kind of gives it more perspective. Then it doesn't take up time. But if you want to keep it to the subject, then letting those people in, it's just fucking waste of time. But I think more versified kind of like discussions are welcomed, in my opinion, to the viewers and all that. It's like just a flat Earth and debating if they see the sun in the southern whatever on the ring, anyways. If they see the sun on the ring, if they see it or not, it's kind of boring. But if there's like we can bring up to some gay shit, like if there's some fucking fluffy thing who likes to dress around and like have a picture of him or her wearing a cat suit or whatever, that would be kind of fun for the show, man.
Meow.
yeah, like whatever. Like there's like talk about the Second World War for a while and then get back to the subject, like the original subject. That kind of brings life to the show.
Yeah, and the thing is I think that perspective, even though we don't agree with it, it's necessary to be reminded that there are people that think this way, right? And I'm not trying to bully. That's my thing is not to bully, but rather to illustrate and to highlight, like this is real. This isn't a joke. This is what we've been talking about. So there are people on the outside that maybe they're on the fence as to agreeing with us or not. And I'm not trying to make them agree, right? But we're trying to show them real time why it is we become who we are. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, like the flat Earth is important, but these things, kind of like what you said, Reek, is that they're related. They're all tied into one another. And if you're just focused in on just the flat Earth and you don't agree with us, like it's kind of hard to understand the other reasons as to why flat Earth becomes concrete and flat Earth becomes real. Because the other lies that surround the globe, the other lies that make the globe real, the other lies that make it easy to make the globe something that makes sense and the flat Earth not make sense. It's because everything that we've been taught has been inverted. But if you're not familiar with the inversion of thought, if you're not familiar with the fact that the people that have lied to you once have lied to you the whole time, every time, then those things are hard to comprehend. They're hard to make sense of,
Yeah. So yeah, that's the point, and kind of keeping the conversation kind of going forward. It can't be just one subject. It has to have like you can open the other. Well, first of all, let's go like this. The flat Earth is not the first thing that people come up to, like and see it. That's the lie, mostly, probably, in my experience or what I've heard. But it's part of the small waking uppings up to it.
Right.
But yeah, maybe, and for me, maybe it's just one of the subjects. For me, it's one of the subjects I like to talk about. And it's kind of like it brings air to the show, and then we can go a bit off road with him or her or it or whatever. And I don't know, it's kind of fun. But the thing is that you have to be really careful that they don't consume your airtime.
Yeah. That's why I gave him 3 minutes or 3 minutes. It's like you got
You didn't. That's why I missed him or her. That.
Yeah, man, it's like I did try, and then he left. I didn't kick him off. That's another thing, y'all. I did not kick. He said bye, and then he rolled. You know what I'm saying? So I did not kick him off. He said that my family hates me. I'm a bad small man, and I'm like, you know what? You're right, dude. I'm the bad small man.
Victim.
I was like, hey, you're right. My family hates me. You're right, Brenda. You win. You win, man. Do you have anything else? You got 2 minutes and change. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's all good. But like, yeah, at least we agree. I feel we've got to hear these people talk. We've got to hear them say their part, whether we agree or not. Go ahead, Porter, my bad.
Porter, Mike.
Your mic. You're muted.
Something for a person to say something that person cannot honestly prove 100% and have emphasis behind it when it comes to your family and who you are is so like telling the way it's put and its emphasis that when a person hears it, it is plainly obvious. I mean, just it's that point blank, y'all. That's what the audience is seeing, y'all. So that's what we do it for. I've had people tell me they want to put their fist down my effing throat during the day on certain videos that I make and stuff during the day on my breaks and stuff.
I'd be like, put some hot sauce on that fist, man. At least make it make it palatable, man. Throw some hot sauce on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll eat your hand, man. You know what I'm saying? But people are going to act up. People going to get mad.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. It is what it is. You let them win. You know what, man? You're right. You're right. I don't like your wig.
I kill him with kindness, though.
It's like, man, you're right, but I do not like your wig. I don't like the pantyhose you're wearing. I think you should wear something different.
Yeah.
That or shave your legs. You know what I'm saying? Different color wig, shave your legs.
You guys, if you look at the Shifty Eyes Shady, like we get along with exclamation marks and like that. And who gets along? I don't get along. I get along with people who I get along with. I'm not. Right. It's not the priority of me. I'm not fucking here to get along with everybody. I'm here to tell my truth and stick with my truth and be honest and not badmouth people unless they deserve it. Unless they attack me first or fucking are ruining everything because they just want to ruin everything. It's exactly why does people want to get along? Be a nice man or nice woman. That's not a fucking goal. That's a fucking loser. You don't want to get along just to get along if you're fucking sticking to your guns in anything. That's fucking gay shit. Well, that's Brendan. I don't know the guy or girl or whatever it is. But in general, people who want to confuse, they just want to attack the persona. Apparently, I didn't actually hear it because I had to mute it when he attacked you. Yeah. And that's it's pretty brutal. It's not fucking nice. And then you need the community, like what we have here, the New Civil Coalition Porter. It's a cool fucking name, but it's too long, man. But you played your part very well, man. You looked your part, man, and so that's what needed because we are attacked because we don't play along to get along. It's fucking. That's right. It's not for me.
I get that point greatly when it comes to conversations like that because most of the people that are trying to get to the bottom of what is real is not going to attack you. They're going to come with questions and say, "Hey, man, why are you thinking this way? What kind of information are you looking at? What are you reading, or where are you getting this from?" Just honestly, you know.
Yeah, that's the honest questions. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've come to the point to where all the information is there. It's YouTube, it's Rumble, whatever. Like we've had a million debates. Brenda debated Jaren at one time, and it was a hilarious debate where those two went back and forth, and I laughed my ass off that day. They had their debate, but at the same time, it's like you've had the debate. You know what our evidence is. We've given it to you. We're not going to give it to you no more. You've got 3 minutes. Say what the hell you're going to say. Get off. All right. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is I can't waste blood pressure on that. Right. I could say, see, guys, this is what we're talking about. You understand what we're talking about? There it is right there. Right. Let them win a little bit, but at the same time, give them some smoke back. It's like, oh, you think you're going to talk crap about me? Well, guess what? You're wearing an ugly wig and I don't like your pantyhose. How about that? And you're not a woman. Surprise, you know? Right. So you give them a little bit of truth. And what are they going to say? F you, your family hates you, you're ugly, you got a big nose, this, that, you're short. And I was like,
I get that a lot. The big nose, I get a lot.
I got a big nose and I am short.
Yeah,
right.
But it's not a Jewish nose, though. Mine is a bit different by this big fucking nose, but even it's half my face, but anyways.
My friend used to say I had a schnoz. He said I had a schnoz. I had a beak. People would say, anytime I turn my head, you got a duck. All kinds of stuff. Hey, some people used to make fun of my nose, man. So I get it a lot. I'm like, whatever, man. It's a distinguishing feature. I'm a guy. Guys, it's okay for guys to have big noses. You know what I'm saying? It's normal. Some cultures, it's a thing. It's a handsome.
It's
thing,
a comparable to the, the size of the, this one.
Oh, the muscles.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, it's comparable.
Yeah.
You're slow, man.
Yeah, right. Big. I got you, Marco. Hey, Perhe, how you doing?
Yeah, Perhe in Finnish means family. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got it. Marco
is like what is he? 19 years older to me, but he's been my guy for over a year, and we've been together since then. He's the man.
Hello.
All right. How you doing,
Hey,
Ika?
Hey, how?
All right. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you.
Morjes, Riku.
Morjes. Mitäs muutto? You all hear some Finnish just a short while. Mitäs muutto?
Okay. It's guys for the record.
12 tulee muuttoauto.
Let the record show that they're speaking Finnish now.
Yes.
And we're speaking beginning.
Yeah.
So what I did there? Huh? Yeah. Finish beginning. You saw that?
Yeah, just for fun. Yeah, but yeah, he's moving house now, and he's moving house, and the moving truck is coming at 12 today. So I don't know what time is in Finland because I live in Mexico now. Mexico is much better. Finland is a shit.
4:43.
4:43. Yeah.
In the morning. Yeah. Woo.
Yes.
God dog, man. That's them
I
hours,
tried to
man.
sleep. I was in the starting with you, but I had to try to get some sleep, but I couldn't sleep.
Okay.
You have he smokes a lot of weed for his back problems and whatever. So why not take a little bit more and get some more sleep?
I need to be sharp tomorrow. Sorry, today.
That's all right. You got to do what you got to do, man. I dig it though. I respect it. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys are familiar, but as of late, we've been talking about Flat Earth Dave's commentary on Lord Jamar's, a discussion with Godfrey, the comedian, about how the Earth is not a ball, how the Earth is flat and everything. And then, did I say Flat Earth Dave? I meant Professor Dave. I apologize. No disrespect to David Weiss or Flat Earth Dave.
We got you.
Professor Dave saying what he's been saying, right? But he does it while he's drinking and he's drunk. And then progressively throughout his viewing of this video, he gets more drunk and he gets more inebriated and he sounds sillier. So without further ado, let's play some of that and then let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All the different civilizations prior to that knew that we lived on a level plane. Okay, water always finds its what?
Level.
Exactly. Water always needs a what? A container. You see?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy clearly I think he just watched Dubé's 200 proofs.
Boy,
and like that's it. that's what he's basing all this stuff on. Moving on to
Look at him.
No rebuttal.
Kikori, visiting Japan.
Look at him.
So water finds its level. What does level mean? Right, level does not mean flat.
Oh Lord,
it's perpendicular.
You know what? And this is this is what I'm talking about.
You try to say that up there? Go to somewhere where they're building a house and see what they say.
Yeah,
He's saying that Japanese lie. If you drink Japanese booze, you start lying. Like you speak the words, but you don't mean them. That's that's bad about Japanese, in my opinion. Man.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Yep, and it's unreal. Like he's like, level doesn't mean flat, and I'm like, I was like, okay, so maybe he's never used the level before. I'll give him that. Maybe he's wrong in that sense, but come on.
Aaron, didn't you say earlier though? Alcohol is truth serum, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see how this turns out.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's one of, but you could look at it one of two ways, right?
I get
I
it,
was
yeah.
thinking about it along those lines that yes, alcohol could be a truth serum type thing, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, you can't take this. We know not to take his stuff seriously,
right?
But to his viewers, my thing is,
that's the
his
thing.
viewers, you need to wake up and see that you cannot take people like this serious.
No.
If they're gonna come on and listen to what you guys say, oh, you should do something while you're drunk. It's like, I've got kids.
I get it.
What if my kids watch me on TV drunk?
Yeah, that's right.
He's got kids. He's got a wife, right? What if he gets out of line and stuff like that? Not saying that.
Who's the guy? Sorry for that. Who's the guy again?
That's
not a Professor Dave.
Yes, I call him Prostitute Dave.
That's the Professor Dave. Okay, yeah, because I've never watched any of his stuff. I know the name, and but I've never watched any of his stuff.
Prostitute Dave.
Yeah, I try not to give him power, but today I feel is one of those necessary things where we have to watch his craziness, and we have to see him live in action. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you see, is Professor Dave chosen one?
He's no, he's Italian. Farina.
But it can't be a chosen one.
Oh,
David Weiss is chosen one. So, but I trust him. Yeah, but Dave sounds chosen one.
Well, the elites do choose to push his content. So in that case,
yes, they choose. Yes, they choose to push his nonsense and his content. That's right.
So he's the chosen
every time. So it's like he's got 3.5 million subs, right? And it's like
up to him. I missed out.
Yeah, 3.5 million subs. So they listen to his every word like he's a prophet. So I'm like, if you're doing that, like, look at this dude right now, just sounding absolutely trashed, silly, drunk, and he's wrong. Not only are you drunk, but you're wrong at the same time.
No substantive specificity either.
Yeah, like he's like, oh,
and we have 3.5 million viewers.
That's just
no wonder the world is what it is.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So you just sitting up there lying to a bunch of people. Lord knows how many kids are sitting there watching this dude, right? Drunk as hell. This is on the record, by the way, and this is stuff that his kids have to see later on down the road. I give it up. Okay, I get on here, I cuss a lot. I'm not on here drunk. I'm not on here inebriated. I'm in my right mind. I'm in my right state of mind. I may get upset from time to time. I get it. But what you're getting is true. It's not a fake. It's not being somebody that I think I am or I'm trying to be or anything like that. This is who I am in real life, right? Sometimes happy, sometimes annoyed, sometimes mad. Overall, this is what you see is what you get.
Yep.
You can ask anybody that knows me. This is me, right? And so this guy comes on here and he's delivering to his audience, not himself to some degree, a warped version of himself, which I'm not, I'm not trying to sit here to judge nobody. I'm going to do, okay, I have judged. I'm not going to say I'm not because I have. But I look at it like this, man. There are people out there that have problems with alcohol.
Yeah.
I look at that, right?
That's
You've got 3.5 million viewers. That means to some degree, you've got to be responsible. Where's the responsibility at? Where's the onus for doing what you do, saying what you say, right? This is why my parents got on here, saw my show one time, and they were a little bit annoyed. I was a little bit embarrassed. I was like, all right, let me tone it down just a little bit for my parents' sake, because I don't want them catching me out there. But somebody like him, drunk, again, I've already said that part. But the responsibility of what it is you say, there is none, right? There's no accountability for what he's doing and how he's acting. None at all. And this is what YouTube is going to promote. And then later on down the road, you know what they're going to do? They're going to recommend it to people. And this is what they pay for. Meanwhile, when you come around and you deliver the truth about what the hell's going on with your country, you being robbed blind, you being stuck and poisoned, whether it's your food, your air, some medicine, water, it doesn't matter. As soon as you start delivering stuff like that, they want to shut you up. They want to blind you out.
That's right.
I land my plane right there because I'm starting to get a little bit loud. I don't have to.
Could it be he's drinking also because he just can't defend that? Let me tell you, I had a download while you were talking too. That's how this quantum brain thinks. You can hear and listen, interpret what someone's saying that's leading a conversation, and get an inspired download from an added framework that just attaches itself to it. Yeah. That's how collective works. And so he's either also just can't defend it because he concentrated on ironwork. Listen to this. For the last 2 years, he's been researching origins of life on a prebiotic earth because of this one guy said that they have not made a living cell since the beginning of medicine. And I can't remember the guy's name, but he talks about molecules don't go toward the order of assembly. Even after a big explosion, if we have a small puddle of water, molecules have never been seen to go toward the order of assembly. They do not go toward life. On a prebiotic earth, which means there's nobody present, molecules, which are the foundations of making a living cell, do not have life. They are components. But they came together at the right ratings and electrical charges in the right, like framework, and which is, it just can't happen that way because it has to go through an egg. And
right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a rhyme and a reason behind the whole thing, right? It's not just random.
So he started getting into that for the last 2 years. I saw a debate, and I cannot remember. It's a synthetic chemist, and he's annihilating all of this stuff. Him and Dr. Stanford. I want to send you some information on the genome entropy.
Okay.
It is fascinating. They say that our blood, proteins and electrons, just like in the double slit experiment, all three of those, which in the vessel, change on observation, Iron.
Just by looking at it.
At the mere fact of observing, proteins fold in less than 1,000th of a nanosecond. They are making a quantified analytics program that can predict the folding of proteins. Yeah. So if it takes a second to look and it can fold in 1,000th of a nanosecond, it knows you were looking. Also, electrons, the double slit experiment. I already know you do, right? Mm-hmm. With electrons, they shot it through the double slits. Have you heard about that one?
Yeah. We're talking about you're talking about the guys back in 1887.
Yeah, and then they went to put the camera down by the slit to register which one it went through while both of them were open, and it stopped acting like a wave and it acted like a solid. When they took the camera off and let it go, both slits open, it went back to acting like a wave. Every time they went to observe the electron, the waveform collapsed and it went to acting like a solid. Our DNA folds into a 6-dimensional octahedron. One of the plutonic solids.
Now, this much, that's quite telling. But this much I can say, right? Everything you just said, I'm like, if I need to have a catcher's mitt up here because that was a lot of information. But at least there's an understanding, there's a rhyme and reason to it. I'm not going to act like I totally understand it, right? But somebody gets it. Riku, go ahead, man. Before I continue, go ahead.
New Seal Coalition Porter with the guy with the bandana and biker look. You fucking blew my mind, and it makes sense because if you look at if you look at other people or you look at other animals who understand what's going on, something happens really rapidly. They don't know your facial words, but something happens in their mind. It's pretty much like that. So something happens rapidly. And if you guys think about it, when everybody goes through a different route and different cure, but when you wake up and you have to understand these things, you start to drink. And for me, let me go further. It's not as simple as that. You start to drink or do whatever. But like for me, I had the company then, and I was like, I was confused. Yeah. So I was like, I had my morals doing what I did with the company, good morals. Not bad mouthing me ever. and my morals were conflicted all the time.
Right.
I didn't bend to them, and eventually I lost the company. But what was happening to me, I was like, yeah, what this reality where I'm at is basically the conflict with the reality. That changed, and I couldn't fucking handle it. It started to change me in that way, so I had to kind of escape. So maybe that fucker is escaping that too, and he's drinking like heavily all the time, and now he's just over the top.
Yeah.
He doesn't even understand he's drinking online, and because for me,
he's doing it that often that he had to do it right then.
yeah, he's like, because he can't, but he's too tight with the system. He's too tight with the system. He's lacking courage, which is very, very manly trait to have nowadays, apparently, because 90% of men have it, and that's
a good insight.
He wants the fame and the income and whoever pays him and all that. He can't do that, so he's drinking now and he's lying. He knows what the truth is within, but he's just drinking just because he wants to drink.
Iron, bro.
Because he wants to forget he's lying.
Well, no, I read you. It's, but at the same time, like I'm looking at all those. Like I'm a firm believer in God gives you what you got, what you can handle, and what you should be dealing with, right? And maybe every once in a while he'll give you more because he knows you're gonna mess it all up. And then he's like, I knew you was gonna mess it all up. I was just waiting on this side for you, see how it was gonna change you, right? So to have that many people sitting there, if that's truly his work, right? Doing that, watching you, observing you, putting quote unquote truthful information. If this was truthful information and you're making an approach like that, inebriated, how truthful is it? How worth the information is it to listen to if you're going to show up like that to present it? You know what I'm saying? If it was that good a news, if it was that truthful, that good a news, I don't see why. Like, okay, coming into certain news and it making you inebriate, making you drink, that's different.
That just automatically discredits you.
Well, no. If you're coming into new news and you have to, you're like trying to cope with the new news. Some people drink. I get it, right? If you're because you're trying to make things work out in your head, and the only answer at that time is to drink. Like I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's the best thing to do.
That's right.
But it serves a purpose sometimes.
So you relax talking about it.
But that's what I'm saying. What Vlad is saying is that's what I'm saying.
Defend it. All right. I guarantee you, he can't defend the globe accurately.
But the conflict in the guy's head can be the reason, or he can be just a fucking loser who hasn't had a conflict in his life.
What if it's just all of it? No, it could be a number of things too.
What?
I wouldn't even want to be in his shoes, y'all. Think about that one.
No, man.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes trying to go through that. I guess he is drinking.
but the guy has everything now. He's got
what I'm saying?
So, but the guy has everything now. He's got the fame, and he's got the money to buy the fucking Kikaru, whatever he was drinking, the Japanese shit, and all that. And he's in it too deep, and he can't admit it.
I know,
He can't admit it to himself, like on the deeper level. So he's drinking to cure that, and that's kind of showing if that's the reason. And he's lying without him even knowing he's lying, because he's doing it because he doesn't want to lose what he has. That's right. So he's a coward. So that's something that doesn't even need to be talked about. He's a coward for sure. But is he a coward as he knows it, or is he a coward as he doesn't even understand it yet? He's just dismissing the fact that he should fucking face the fact he's talking about.
That's a really interesting perspective too, man. That I thought about it real quick, but now that you're talking about it, I'm like, maybe I should totally take a look at that. Go ahead, Porto. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I was saying. Dead on. This is where we're at right now. So what he's actually doing and what we're kind of like conversing back and forth, this is how this works. And the point that he's making right now on that and meeting with a couple of your key points, I think is what is causing that situation for that man right there. Because he can't, and then the simple fact that he can't see it because of he is so grounded in his beliefs for some people. And then what it proves, Iron, think about it. What it proves.
Like Porter, if you think, or everybody, if you think like this, what happened in my knowledge after the COVID started? What happened? People started to drink a lot. So they understood something.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not just because they didn't have anything to do. That's one of the reasons. And they wanted people to drink a lot.
And stress.
But but also many people started to wake up and couldn't comprehend it and kind of like, because I've gone through it, probably going through it still.
Right.
And it's many years and I've done the work. But it's like, so you have to cope with it. So you start doing that. And alcohol sales went over the top. It's not just the jib jabs that are ending people now. It's the lifestyles that they picked up. And many of the people, this is just a guesstimate, of the people who are dying now are the ones who never want to listen or hear the information that could contradict their previous beliefs, which we all had before in everything.
That's right.
And so it could be just, it could be that the man is breaking down. I don't give a shit about Professor Dave. I hope he dies pretty much. I don't give a shit. Who gives a shit? He's promoting bad shit. He's promoting lies. I don't respect.
Pray that he meets a crossroad and that he sees something. You know what I'm saying, kind of. Because not to take over the conversation, I just felt led to say this real quick. And I'm not saying that you're wrong, so don't think I'm coming against anything you're saying. But I feel kind of like, I think there's a balance in this realm. I think we're supposed to find it. Now, even though somebody else doesn't find that balance, it kind of like we can't allow it to set us off to where we lose certain balances. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
so I hear you. I hear everybody's frustration. I totally hear yours, Riku, because it's a pain in the rear to hear somebody slander us like that. And hey, whose mic is that? Is it mine? Hold on, let me see.
You guys, is your mic?
No, it's not mine. Ika.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Yeah.
No idea. It's quite
hold on.
Quiet here.
Block your mic a little bit so we see.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's your mic.
It's your mic, Yika. Boy, Yika sound like he frying chicken in the background, man.
But it's not about blaming anybody more than they deserve to be. It's just people have to start having that kind of responsibility of their actions and feel the need to change it. They need to feel the change of not having responsibility because they're not accountable. So they have to become, for them to understand, they have to become aware that there is a responsibility for their actions too. And so I don't have any fucking sorrow for people who are promoting shit or like that. Like whether they do it on purpose or not, if they wake up and want to kind of apologize to it afterwards, then they kind of redeem themselves. Kind of, but it's. I'm not forgiving type. I forgive if apologize, but if people want you to not remember the wrongdoings that they did to you, just because of time went by and all that, it doesn't work. So people have to kind of repent their sins also. And I'm not religious either, but there you go.
No, I agree. To truly show that you're sorry about what it is you did. You stop what it is. You stop the action, and you go in the opposite direction. And you make good with your newfound way of thinking and seeing. I agree with that. Now, it's up to us if we want to forgive those people or not. It's up to us. Totally, I agree with that as well. But if you want to open your heart to somebody, if you want to trust that individual, and trust that they've found the light, they've truly found the light, observe, sit back, watch, right? And then see them for who they are. If they have changed, cool, consider it. If they haven't changed, well, you didn't make a bad choice in not forgiving them in the second place, you know? But this is like a long shot with him and folks like him, because there are people just like him, just not with a voice as big and powerful as his, right? Because we all know him. There are people out there that are just like that, just as boisterous, loud, and proud about how dumb we are and everything else that goes with it. Hell, we just had one that thinks, he's a Sports Illustrated supermodel, right? Coming in here telling us that we're stupid and I'm dumb and I'm ugly and I've got family that hates me and everything else, right? And I'm short too. Don't forget that part. I'm a midget, right? Midgets unite, by the way. Midgets unite.
I'm part of the tribe.
The midget tribe, yeah, right? So, I mean, just all that mixed in. I don't forget that. But if they are truly, my thing is, if they're truly looking at changing, like, I have to consider that. And I think it's a great story too. It makes for a great story if people really want to change, because we were to some degree like that, right? Some of us were more hard-headed than these individuals that are giving us grief about what we follow and how we think, right? Now, are those people going to the point of sabotaging us? I don't know. I had that happen to me. I had somebody sabotage me and derail my life in the direction it was going. Yes, but these guys, that's kind of like the path that they're following. They're full of sabotage. They're full of deceit. It's not just their point of view and why they think we're wrong. If they can trick us, if they can lie to the people about us, or if they can deceive us, they will. This isn't something in a flat earther's makeup. We're too busy looking for truth that we don't have time to mess with people. We don't have time to lay booby traps. You understand what I'm saying? To try and steal from, like, ooh, we're going to tell on that person because they spoke about this so they could lose their channel. No, you talk the nonsense you want to talk. I'm going to bring my truth. We'll compare my truth to your lie. We'll see who wins, right? That's how we play. We do fair ones. Those guys are the ones that when push comes to shove, if they decide they do want to change, if they decide they have seen life in a different light, we still have to hold a mirror up to their face and be like, remember when you did this? Remember when you deceived everybody? Like, we can't, like, people say, oh, you forgive and you forget. No, you're a fool if you forget. You can't forget. Yeah. There's an old Haitian proverb that says, the guy that gives you the guy that hits you with the stick forgets because he's not the one that has the scars. The people with the scars are the ones that remember. So we're never going to forget the things that, whether he does or he wants to repent or not, that's fine. We're never going to forget the things that he said. This is why I say, I've said in a previous video, Prostitute Dave, shame on you, shame on you, shame on you for saying these lies. You have to consider what it is you're saying. You've got kids and you have a big audience. You have to be more responsible with your words, because not only are you saying lies, but you're knowingly saying lies. And this is on the record. And eventually this is going to come back to haunt you. And then if you decide that you want to play things different, if you decide that you want to change, turn over a new leaf, well, you're going to have to answer for the lies that you spread. Right? And this is the problem.
Absolutely.
And this is the problem. And I always come back to the lies and the deceit that people spread. Remember what happened in 2020? A lot of that involves the lies and the deceit. This is why I get so passionate about when people do these things. This is what I compare those globe earth people to, because they were pushing much the same thing back then in 2020. They were saying the same rhetoric that we were hearing back then. You may not be hearing it as much because people are starting to see something different, right? Some people have come out and said, hey, I was wrong. They're not nearly as loud as those people that came out and said, hey, you're wrong because you want to kill your grandmother. You're wrong because you're not getting along to get along like everybody else, and you should do like we do. You should be sheep like us. Remember how loud and boisterous they were? They went so far, and they got little band-aids on their arm with their little mask on their face. They're like, hey, I'm an idiot. Look at me. Look, I'm an idiot on Facebook, right? So I don't forget those things. And so because of those lies, people have died. And so, like,
a lot of people have died.
A lot. It's not one or two exactly, Ika. A lot of people have died, right? And these people are never coming back. And so my thing is, I hate to have to compare the flat earth to everything, but when it comes to things like that, it's like one of those things you have to talk about it. You have to compare it.
Vlad, have you promoted? Yeah, you got Anna-Paula.
Yeah, because everything is connected.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
All the lies that they have told us through the history, everything is connected.
Yep.
Everything.
And you know, I'm not saying that the time was bad. I'll tell you what, it was one of the best times of my life. The whole everything getting shut down and everything. I had a great time, right? But the truth is what it is, right? We lost a lot of people. And we still continue to lose people because of that nonsense and those lies that people pushed and the fact that people were coerced into doing something that they didn't want to do, right? And a lot of those people are no longer here. But it did afford people the time to take a seat. It did afford people to take some time to look at the stuff that we've been introduced to, right? And instead of calling us idiots, they had nothing but time to examine and cross-examine the things that we presented to them. And so as they look at it, they're like, holy smokes, wow, the connections start to happen. So maybe it was a good thing, but the lies still happen. That's not going to change. And those people haven't changed since then. If they've changed since then I'd be like, okay, maybe, but they haven't. This already happened and they're still the same sons of bitches.
Yeah.
What about, you guys have something? Yeah, well, have you talked about the coming debate? So we're trying to push this debate. We're not trying to push any debate, actually, but we're just trying to give a forum for people to answer. So Vlad is going to be there. Flatter Dave and Vika Draziv are going to be there, and Gene Edited are going to be there in the panel to talk about well, people can ask the questions about why it's not why the ball is not possible, because people always tend to attack people who have different knowledge, and they do it behind their kind of whatever nicknames, or they go to their chats, or they just paint you black behind your back everywhere they can. And then when you present it, we do a live on the 15th of December. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time, New York time, because we do it at that time because it's a good time for Europe. Most of my viewers are from there, but that's the panel. So it's a good panel to debate and to give people who wanna ask the questions straight up on the matter, where do we live on? And the point of that whole debate would be, if we look deeper into the subject, is if they come up and put up when it's up. So we need to spread that kind of conversation. If they put up what they say they want to say when it's on, because we can then, if they don't come, then we can then use it afterwards to tell them that you knew about this, you didn't come there. Why didn't you come there? Are you a coward? Don't you trust your issue? What don't you trust your cause or whatever? Because most of them are full of shit anyways. So these kind of like live debates should be done quite often, and they will come with all kind of questions. And if they don't come for some reason, I have a lot of questions they've asked. I've taken like screenshots and whatever. so we can ask them and to push them back to kind of consider their position, because their position in general nowadays seems to be that they're better, and I don't consider them. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not better. They're just louder. They are.
Yeah.
The globe defenders who attack you are the leftists, the communists, pretty much, because leftism is communism, and communism is the chosen one's religion. It's there to confuse, and we have to confront it. So this is one good way on the 15th of December, when we have the panel, to confront them. So we need to promote that kind of come and bring your best evidence forward. You can do it on chat. You can do it if you have the balls, which generally they don't have. Come online and ask the question.
They think it's
they have to be. Yeah, we have to kind of wash them out of their holes to the open, and to claim their victory there on the open field, which they can't do. But it's going to be fun, and so I don't know. But 15th December is going to be on, and I know Ironworks Flat is going to promote it, and everybody else. And it's I'm demonetized, so I don't get any money for it, but we will get hopefully a lot of viewership.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah,
we'll
do. So waiting for that.
Exactly, and we have to confront the accusations and give them the place, because they want to say that we don't answer the questions. Have you heard that?
Yes,
we've heard it. This question and this question and this question and this question, and then another question, and then okay. Now is the chance for the people to come and answer the fucking question, to come and get the answer for their questions. And if they don't come, we can always say, we promoted this so much, you didn't come. So we have one more thing to defend ourselves from the fake attacks, pretty much.
You want to know? You want to know one thing?
In weddings, speak now or hold your peace forever.
Exactly, Yuka. Yeah, exactly, Yuka.
So you want to know something that I actually just dawned on me, and there's nothing that anybody could do about this. You could take any flat earther that knows that can speak the English or Finnish language or whatever language. Any flat earther, you take anyone that's been introduced into this society, that not society, but this community that we're in, right? Any flat earther, you put them up against any glober, anyone, doesn't matter who, they're going to win.
Yeah, that's real.
It's either I don't know, or well, you can't do that. Here's the calculation that you gave us. How do you beat that? You can't beat that. This is what's so good about the truth, is that once the truth is there, it doesn't go anywhere. Once it's there, it's there. It's there to stay, unless there's something to explain that truth and it becomes the truth. But no, there's nothing. The truth ain't going nowhere. So you can take any flat earther, you could put him up against Neil deGrasse Tyson and be like, okay, where is your truth? Compare it to the truth. I want your truth and compare it to the evidence, the truth. Let's go.
What's the most common ending of these discussions? What do you guys say? The most common ending of discussion when you just ask them simple question, where does the water curve or whatever? How do they react? Because when they don't know the answer, which always happens eventually, there's only a few questions you can.
They give you they give you the cartoon. That's one. They're like, it is.
No. Their action. How do they start to behave? There's two ways, in my opinion, are the most common.
I want to hear it. Tell me, because I don't think I don't know.
Well, it's the anger. You're always like that, and don't get angered, and they try to push you over, and you always ask these questions, the same questions, and you never answer my questions. You know, they try to evade their responsibility. Okay, you ask them, they ask you a question, you answer. You ask them a question, they don't know the answer, so they say another question. So repeat the question, and since you don't get the time to answer that question, and they don't have to answer their own question because that's how they want to do it. But then the other one is just pure anger. They just confuse the conversation with that. So both of them are they just want to confuse the conversation. And I think it's subliminal. How do you say subliminous? Like under their kind of brain core, the defense mechanism kicks in.
I want to tell you something. This is a new scenario that Ether Cosmology just found out. I'm trying to learn it right now because I want to express it on the channel. It's about interferometry, the rotation, and the Sagnac effect. Now, this is something to do with light and movement, okay? But the end result is the way it's worded. They go into asking a series of questions. Can interferometry test a circular path? And so at the end of these questionnaire, you have to concede that you can even use the Sagnac effect or interferometry for the actual linear descent as well, and prove that the Earth is stationary. And so the way this question is narrowed down, it puts the globe in such a far corner that they can't come out of it. Because it's like we are seeing so many angles, y'all. Iron, I'm talking about it is they are getting obliterated right now.
Yeah.
They won't even try to come with their old talking points. And some of them, I think, have kind of drifted off and were like, whoa, I see something. Because I've seen about 3 of them that was hanging out with Mactoon that are just like, well, he's just not cool either, and this isn't cool. Wait, the truth is better. You know what I'm saying? That kind of effect going on.
Well, what they're doing now in Finland, for example, there's some, some guys, they behind your backs, they're going to different chats and then they're name dropping. They're like all cool with everything. And then did you just hear what Riku said? And like, like laid back going like
there's a lot of that going on.
Right? Yeah. We all
like
know.
A bunch of hands.
Yeah. And then there is a thing too that there's a bunch of flyers who promote well, not a bunch, but there's some flat earthers who promote it quite a big deal. But they're liars and they're narcissists in Finnish scene. And then they kind of hide behind that kind of thing. So it's a funny thing, but it's a very important question to discuss because the ones who are opposed to it can't answer any of the straight questions.
No.
And so that's why I think it's going to be fucking highly exciting conversation, and we can refer to that conversation in our spheres for a long time because we're going to push it all out and ask the questions they asked with screen caps and with maybe live questions, and then go back. Why didn't you come here if your answer didn't come up? And then listen to them one more. But
we have a globe. We have one of our globe guests, I Am Wilson, here today. Hello, I Am Wilson. I Am Wilson says, sadly, it has been proven over and over by flat earthers. The ball, I think he means, right? Bob Nodell proves the Earth rotates with the laser gyro, proves that the sky is moving. Now, almost every flat earther just dismisses his existence. No, we don't. No. We give him a shout out. We pay our respects to Bob Nodell. He was an asset to the community, and he still continues to be. He didn't prove rotation of this Earth. That's what you guys want to believe, but no, he didn't move. He didn't prove that movement. He proved the movement of the sky. I Am Wilson. And the sun.
My point
it orbits the sun and rotates on its axis.
Right.
I Am Wilson, dog.
Over us.
My point against Globe was in the beginning that because they lied to us about everything, absolutely everything. So what point do I have to believe in the Globe? Why should I believe that that's the truth? If everything else is a lie that they tell us.
Yeah.
That's right.
Why believe that?
Good reasoning.
Yeah.
Just saying.
If everything else is a lie, what reason do I have to believe that this one thing should be truth?
I am Wilson. Sorry, I apologize, Ika, but I am Wilson.
I'm Wilson. I'm Tom Hanks. Nice to meet you. I'm Wilson.
Yeah, I am Wilson. It's all right. I'm Wilson. Your pilots are coming out and calling it like it is, man. So, hey, if we're dumb, maybe those pilots aren't because they're calling it as flat. So maybe they're dumb too. Maybe they're just as dumb, even crazier and dumber than us because they're flying a plane over a flat Earth.
And
Now,
it's an airplane.
Yeah, right. It's funny because I think even NASA says that, you're assuming a curved rotating Earth. In every document, they assume a curved rotating Earth. I'm pretty sure NASA does. Isn't that right? I am Wilson.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? NASA assumes a curved rotating Earth anytime they talk about some aerial phenomena, right? Whether it's an airplane, trajectory of a bullet, a rocket, missile, curved rotating Earth. I'm pretty sure I've seen it like a dozen million times. That's what it is.
You got
right?
one of them? You got a document?
Oh no, I don't have them on me. We've got the videos, like, pulling those things up. Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
I thought you was about to slap you with one.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I had it on the desktop.
You're good.
I saved it for a little bit.
It says he proved the Earth drifts 15 degrees an hour. No, it's supposed to be 30 kilometers per second. Okay, and if you don't know what Michelson-Morley is, he proved the Earth drifts 15 degrees an hour. Yeah, that's called an ether drift. Okay, Michelson-Morley proved through interferometry that 15 degrees wasn't 30 kilometers what they expected. They were looking for Mach 88, and they didn't get it. They could only see this much. So they said it was a null result. They did get an effect, and they noticed the higher they put the apparatus and controlled variables, that they got even more of an energetic rating of a discharge. They found out that there's an interaccelerative centripetal force the higher you go, just like the bucket experiment, the Newton bucket experiment. And so the higher you go up and press, the more force you can get. And so which that proves, even with the ECEF, Earth-Centered Earth Fixed Coordinate System, that it's the sky spinning at 15 degrees an hour, not 30 kilometers per second. Just want the audience to understand, they did not get 30 kilometers per second. Anyway.
And this was this the laser gyro?
Okay, so back with Michelson-Morley, yes, it was.
Right. Michelson-Morley's experiment.
They did the light
1800s.
experiment.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, now they've done it, and they call it the Sagnac effect. And so, they're doing it now in multiple ways, and they're finding out that
they ran that experiment. They ran that experiment again in 1986. The Air Force did. Right. They ran it again, and then they came to that failed experiment. It didn't come to their conclusion that they would have expected because they didn't detect any movement.
Right.
But what are we? I mean, what the hell are we talking about? We're stupid. We're flat earthers.
Right.
Ain't that right? I am Wilson. We're just dumb, right? I am Wilson is one of our guests, by the way, that comes here to tell us how dumb we are. But he hangs out just to tell us how dumb we are. So I'm like, yeah, we're stupid. And my thing is that I think, Roger, what's going on, family? I feel that I am Wilson knows the truth, but he's here to troll, to try and, I don't know what, but he knows. He knows. Yeah.
The gyro thing, man, it gets me every time. Is the gyro tethered to the
We lost you.
reference frame? I don't know.
Say that again, Raj.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the gyro in a separate reference frame from the airplane? Is it attached to the Earth?
Right.
If you're using a gyro, right, and it dead reckons to north, right? Or where are you getting the drift at? Where's it coming from? How does a gyro drift by itself? It's rigid, right? You set it horizontal. That rigid horizontal. I don't see where the drift comes from. How does
from
it
the
declinate?
ether.
Man,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. You
yeah.
know
There's
what?
a 15. There's a 15-degree drift every hour, no matter what. That's provable.
Okay. How does that prove rotation?
Doesn't reprove rotation. It proves that the sky moves according to the ECEF. They don't. As a matter of fact, according to trillions of dollars of satellites, all of big tech, all of NASA, they treat the Earth as if it's stationary and fixed. It doesn't move. It's in a geocentric reference frame. Yep.
Yeah. So the Earth is the reference frame. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yep.
That's it. You're right. So the center of it all. That's how it treats everything above us.
So what sucks is when and this is what a lot of these globe people keep getting upset about. Like we keep giving them the same information over and over again. And it gets, after a while, man, the shit is corny. Like really, it is mad corny. We are tired of spoon feeding you information like that. We've given you all the websites that you should visit, right? And we've given you all the opportunities to do all the experiments yourself because you're grown men and grown women, right? Start growing up a little bit and start doing. Riku, we can't hear you. Your thing. Yes.
Well, I'm just saying they're not grown women, grown men. It's like admitting to the facts. If you're proven like wrong, you have to admit to it, and you have to grow to the responsibility. So yeah, that was my. I'm gonna silence myself again. Go ahead, Vlad.
Yes. Oh no. It's that's what it is, man. Part of growing up and part of being a grown man is, especially as a man, is to admit when you're wrong. You get so much more respect than just talking stuff and talking about things you have no idea about and just talking just to talk. Like you get more respect admitting when you don't know, or admitting that, hey, you got me. I'm wrong. Show me what's right. If that's wrong, then please show me what's right. And then we could debate it. And then if it's been proven that I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. That's like part of being a man. And that's something that a man normally takes pride in the fact that he can admit when he's wrong. You may not want to be wrong, but if you're wrong, just admit it, man. Be that man that you want to be, right? Or that you should be. But the problem is a lot of y'all, and I'm not trying to do this to like kind of jam you up or nothing like that, but it's true. It's true. It's part of growing up. And a lot of you guys are still stuck in Star Trek. We've given you all the evidence that you need, but you refuse to grow up. You refuse to get away from Battlestar Galactica and what's been proven to be a lie.
Right.
A flat out lie, pun intended. Right. And what sucks, this is the part that sucks. And I say it all the time because I want it to sting, is that the fact that you guys aren't coming on here to be like, you know what, I was wrong. The longer you prolong it, the better off it is, damn it. Because let me tell you something.
Well, it's inevitability.
We're not going to forget you. We're not going to
forget
inevitable.
You.
Yeah, we're going to remember.
Can I say something?
Last one of you
go
guys.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Does flat mean curved, and does curved mean flat? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Apparently to them. Oh, what they mean by that is the horizon is actually curved, but we can't see it because why? We're so close to the Earth.
The horizon is up curved.
Yeah, it doesn't curve. Yeah. And these guys, man, I swear, their lies, dude, they lie more than rugs.
The
These
horizon is
unreal.
Earth curve.
And then the best is when they come around and they're like, no, you're the liar. You're lying. And then I'm like, okay, now, the game's over, man. Checkmate, dude. Go home. Checkmate, bro.
Flat.
Go home.
You know what the killer question is, though? Is that if they cannot concede that general and special relativity states that we can't tell if the Earth or the sun is moving because there could be two models, then you don't even have. If they don't know that, then it's going to be nothing but ad homs and just talking down on you and stuff like that and saying that you're wrong. They don't know why you're wrong, but you just are.
Exactly. That's all they're going to go with. And you know what? I'm like, the debates are over. Your time is up. We've got you cornered. You're done. You're done. And the thing is really the only thing that's saving you guys is the lies from NASA and the movies. You guys are basically running on fumes. The truth is out there and it's going to terrorize you liars. and I'm so happy. I'm in the background smiling with a big grin on my face. So everybody that's lying, you're going to be exposed. And how do you think your kids are going to feel knowing that you're going down with this kind of ship?
Can I ask Paulo a question right quick? Can I ask him, how did he get that coordinate system? Where did he get the measurements for it? I want to know where they derived the measurements for the coordinate system he's talking about.
Yeah, they got it off. What they do is they drop a horizontal plumb, like a plumb from Polaris, and they just keep backing up. They treat the Earth as if it's stationary and fixed. They start off with a horizontal baseline from Polaris and just keep backing up and keep getting the zenith. And that's it.
They draw a coordinate system like that. Yeah, that's where it comes from, Mr. What's his name? Swallow. Yeah.
Yep.
Swallow FE. He's
They literally treat the Earth.
He's a Vegemite eater.
Flat.
He's from
for up to
Australia.
100 miles.
Hey! Don't you be on Vegemite eaters.
He's a Vegemite eater. He shoots kangaroos. He has a big Bowie knife with one of those Crocodile Dundee hats. You know.
I have a big Bowie knife too.
Mine's only 6 inches though.
Oh Lord. ladies, it's jokes, guys. It's jokes.
All right. I can't stay long. So just quickly, I've posted it in the chat. I think you were saying that NASA keep mentioning they measure things on a curved Earth.
Mm-hmm.
No, they measured on a non-rotating flat Earth, and I'll put this document in the chat again.
Oh, thank you. No, it's a curved rotating Earth. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
No.
All right, put that in the so Paige. I send it a direct message to you as well. So page 7. Okay. This report documents the derivation and definition of a linear aircraft model for a rigid aircraft of constant mass flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth. The derivation makes no assumptions of reference trajectory or vehicle symmetry. Then in case you thought they might have got it wrong, then further on it goes, this report details the development of the linear model of a rigid aircraft of constant mass flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth.
Luke, I'm going to cut you off. Done. Present that. Bring it up so I can let you share it.
Okay.
Wilson is so full of shit.
Share it on the screen. Yeah.
Bring it up so I can let you share it, so we can see this curved rotating Earth that they're talking about. The Earth, the people, and Iron Wilson. Look, this is what we talking about. Look at this turkey over here, man. See, it doesn't matter what we say. It doesn't matter what we show. People knew the Earth was curved thousands of years before NASA was formed. But
all esoteric cultures show a dome-covered Earth.
This dude
actually
is
no
real. There
all
it is.
Esoteric culture.
That's a lie.
Yeah, can you?
Because even in Bible they say that Earth is flat.
He says the ECEF says that the Earth does not move. Yes, it does. Even in the scientific explanation, it says Earth-centered, Earth-fixed coordinate system. Right, Iron?
Yep. This dude is too much. Go ahead, brother. Read that.
Sorry,
Read that for those illiterates out there. Read it.
This report. Are you seeing this, guys? Here, summary. This is from NASA's web. This is from NASA's own website. I don't know about Google, but if you go to DuckDuckGo and you just put NASA non-rotating, NASA flat non-rotating Earth, it'll come up in a search engine.
All right. Thank you for giving that to us. I'm going to hold on to that.
Linear aircraft model for rigid aircraft of constant mass flying over a flat non-rotating
curved
Earth.
Rotating Earth.
Yeah.
There you have it.
I wish I had my pitch data with me from the emergency flight that we got on
Exactly.
FED.
Yes. Where's that pitch data, man? Because it's out there somewhere.
Oh, I got it on my channel. If you want me to go grab it.
There it is. Keep going, man. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. For all those in the back.
It goes on to say later, so this report details the development of the linear model of a rigid aircraft of constant mass flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth. So there you go. Now they need to do that because that's how the Earth is measured. It's measured flat. If they tried to do these, these instructional scientific recordings, then people would crash if they were judging it over a globe because the globe doesn't exist. So it's measured flat. They need to base all this on a flat, non-rotating Earth. That's it. All right. I got to go.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, man. Luke, man, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, man.
All right. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
You as well, bro. There it is, y'all. And then, hey, I am Wilson. There goes that link. You too, Swallow. There goes that link right up there. If you want it, you could take it. Okay. And then see where it is that we're lying within that link. Even NASA says it, that it's flat and it's not moving. So, but I'm trying my best to kind of make it work in y'all's favor by calling it a curved rotating Earth. We're doing everything in our power for it to work for you guys. For whatever reason, NASA keeps calling it a flat, non-rotating Earth. I wonder why. You turkeys, you.
We went to the moon though, and we are now going to the Mars.
Yeah. Oh, why would we waste our time going to the moon when we could go all the way further out to Mars instead? Why? Why would you waste your time doing that?
We do it for vacation, apparently, in a few years.
Yeah.
Or we are short on cheese.
With helicopters, with no atmosphere. The landings with helicopters with no atmosphere.
Yeah, we got a drone out there flying it, picking up samples and stuff. They're seeing ancient rivers in Mars. Like, oh golly. Oh, this is where this ancient river flowed 55 million years ago. Like, okay. Tell me more. These guys are too much, man. The best is when your lies catch up to you, and all we need to do is sit back and just watch the show.
They just
be like
bigger and bigger hole.
Oh yeah, just keep digging. Just keep digging. And that's what it is, man. You guys are scratching an itch that we're just begging you guys, just stop. Like, we caught you. We got you dead to rights already. Just stop with the lies. But you just want to go ahead. Yeah, you just want to go ahead. You want to keep feeding that fire, and we're like, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret
inevitable.
it. But yeah. Why listen to us? But whatever, man.
Yeah.
I think, and I sincerely believe, I am Wilson, that it's flat, bro. I think it's flat, but for whatever reason, man, you holding on to that lie. I don't know. It is what it is, though, man. It is what it is.
ECEF does not technically align with Polaris. No, there's like a drift off of it's kind of at an angle, but the way it is tilted and the torus, it all aligns up within it, and it's like this. Okay, it can't be in the middle, because if you look at a torus field, there is a centrifugal convergence and divergence. And the divergence of the torus field has an opening like in an apple. And so it can't be in the middle. There's nothing there. It's at the edge of the apple.
It's somewhere within that middle, right? Yeah.
Right there.
Circling
and
around.
we're in the center of it all, though.
Yeah.
Okay, Vlad, do you want me to share the pitch data with you? I can share.
Yes,
it.
please. Is it there? Yeah, go ahead, Raj. We're all eyes, please.
Guys, right. I'm gonna stay participant outside of the live. Thank you, guys.
You got it. Appreciate you, Reek. Thanks, man.
Let me share it with you. Here it goes.
All right. What you got?
It's my show. We're just presenting Quantum Eraser's analysis of the pitch data. That's what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
I'll put you on the big screen here.
Yeah. Do your thing, man.
I miss my mom already. I miss her so much, and I
know
she's
don't mind
now,
this.
But,
we'll skip ahead a little bit. Hear Ryan's little testimony there.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. And we got one of the best mods in the business right here.
Glacier Park. Huh.
This is one of our best mods in the business right here. This person.
I think having lost.
Okay.
Ryan S. Yeah.
Well, should we get back?
Yes, sure. Let's do it. We can still do this.
That would be the whole reason I was in here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's try not to talk over.
I didn't know
Brian
that.
as he
Picklin
explains
is really
this stuff.
Scotland's original name. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Go ahead. No, it's fine. Go ahead. What were you
I'm
gonna say?
reading the chat now. I apologize.
Oh, no
It's
problem.
very hard.
You can join in the chat too, you know. But if you see something, just tell me. I want to read that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So don't talk over the Irishmen. You know, Irish people are so lovely.
Hey, I'm Irish, by the way.
Sorry about that, guys.
Very Irish. I'll show you a picture of her sometime.
I'll tell you, my grandmother's maiden. Both her families are Irish. They're Mitchum and Ursary.
Oh yeah, yep. Those are definitely Irish names. My great grandma's name was McNichol, and they changed it to Nickel because at the time there was a lot.
Good God, sorry guys.
Is this pitch data for radio wave distance?
No, this is from. Hold on, let me pause it for a second. It's actually.
It was crazy out.
It's from an emergency flight. It landed and it was released to the public. So this is actually from a commercial airliner.
Okay.
And it's over 2,000 miles and it's all horizontal. If you can see, all the readings pull horizontal. And the only thing that would have to rebut this is that they get their horizontal from a curve, Earth. That's the only
Wow.
I know.
Oh my God.
So the elevation's coming off a curved plane, but this is the trim and the pitch data from the airline, from the black box. Yeah.
Oh.
But if you can see it for yourself, they don't release it unless there's an emergency. We didn't know about this before.
Right.
Now we got it.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody is looking. I love it.
Yep.
I love
and finding new things. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah. So I don't have to present the whole thing, but you get the gist by looking at it. They walk you through the lift effect and how you have to actually maintain a level with a speed. We walk you through all of it step by step. That's what he does.
And it looks like at the end where it looks like it's pitching, that's because they're getting ready to land, correct?
Yep, you got it. That's what it's land and takeoff. That's the difference.
Land and takeoff, yes.
And everything else in between, that's turbulence. Yeah.
Yes.
All the little
climbing above the weather, getting below the weather. Right.
Yep. It's all level.
Nope.
And it's all level.
I think the flight started in New York. It went to California, dude. It was going to Hawaii originally. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to take it off for you guys. But if I had to go to QE, Quantum Eraser, he has it all on his channel. He has all this data and the information to go with it. So look at it up close. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I forgot Ryan had his mother just passed away before this, and he was going through it. Yeah. I know.
Oh my God,
And-
I'm sorry.
It's not that long ago, neither. He's still dealing with it. So he was really close to mom.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I hope she, departed from us peacefully, since she's passed
She did.
on. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna pray for him, man. I'm gonna say a couple of good words for him, man, and put some positive energy out there for our brother, man. Because yeah, man. That's what I say, man. I say it all the time, man. Once you lose mom and dad, man, that's it. So spend all that good time and good energy you can with them as much as you can, because you're not going to have them forever. I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but
yeah, I've lost my father so far. My mother's still with me, but she's getting rigid as years go by. So
yeah,
she's hanging in there.
Yeah.
My father died 10 years ago, and my mother 6 years ago.
Oh man, well, sorry, man.
The only result, how do they say it? The only exhausting result of time is change.
Yep. That's true. Yeah, man. Let's give a shout out to our brother Ryan, man.
Yep. God bless him.
Yep.
Well, I'll talk to him tonight sometime. I'm sure I'll let him know you guys.
Okay.
Care.
Well, on a much lighter note, where's Matthew Senko? Matthew Senko, where you at? Shifty Shady Eyes, where you at? Come on down. Where y'all at? Shifty Shady Eyes, Matthew Senko, front and center. Where y'all at? Shifty Shady Eyes and Matthew Senko. I sound like a broken record right now. Right? All right. So where we? All right. So guys, Pop Tall, Shifty Shady Eyes and Matthew Center, front and center.
Yeah.
Now, today, I'm going to present you with, and it goes, in the name of God Almighty and by the grace of Saint Michael, our heavenly defender, and Saint George, our valiant protector, I, Ironwork 92,000, do hereby dub thee, Matthew
Sorry.
Senko, and
Sorry,
Shady
but I
Shady
don't
Eyes,
believe in any god.
a knight of the realm.
What
Arise,
kind of traditions is this?
arise, Sir Matthew. Arise, Sir Shifty Shady Eyes. You guys are knights now.
You finna get
You
attacked
who wield
all
the
over.
mighty wrench of moderation with the strength of Ironwork 92,000 have shown unwavering courage and an unyielding spirit. Like Saint Michael, you stand against the forces of chaos, and like Saint George, you face down the dragons of discord. Your dedication to justice and peace within the digital realm is a testament to your noble spirit. May God guide your keystrokes, and Saint Michael and George inspire your heart as you embark on this noble path. Defend the vulnerable, uphold the truth, and serve with honor. At the same time, banishing liars. Always, always, always remembering the sacred vows you have taken upon your souls this day. Go forth and build community, repair broken conversations, and protect the innocent. For in your hands, the wrench is a tool of harmony and a symbol of hope. Congratulations, men. Congratulations. Welcome. 2 new knights, 2 new mods. All right. All right. All right.
Well, they're gonna
Wield
have
the power
out there
with
jumping
wisdom.
on that speech.
They have the power now. Yep.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Where'd you get that?
Oh man, it's a little thing I put together.
Did you? That's what's up.
Yeah.
Nice.
A little craziness I put together.
That's what's up. Man.
Yeah, man. That is I'm gonna need to like eat a bunch of things, good things for my brain, like shark cartilage or something like that. That took a lot of brain power.
Is that where you get brain power from? Shark cartilage? I gotta remember that.
Well, I don't know. Some stuff that's good for your brain. I don't even know. I don't even know if it really works. That's what they're saying. I don't know.
Oh, that's really good for your cartilage. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Oh, okay. So not shark cartilage. Fish oil. Fish oil.
Yeah, that one's
and
awesome.
sea moss. Yeah. Yep.
Bioelectric.
That's why Islanders are smart, dude. They eat a lot of fish.
Oh yeah. Yep. A lot of fish. Yeah, man. So we're going we're gonna go ahead. We're probably gonna wrap it up here in a little bit, family.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna wrap it up. It's almost 11. I know normally I'd be going hard in the paint, boy. I'll be going deep. But tonight, we came at the last minute, last second. I know people got work tomorrow, especially out here on the East Coast. So we're gonna call it. It's gonna be a Cheers night. You know what I'm saying? It ends like an episode of Cheers. You know what I'm saying? At Cheers time. You know what I'm saying? 11 o'clock. So before we roll, though, man, any last save rounds? Any save rounds, gentlemen? Yika, what you got for us, brother? What you got?
Nothing special for the moment. I'm just listening.
Okay, all right.
Listening and learning.
Okay. Yeah, we're about to cut it out. So if you had anything for the family.
Yes. Yeah, be true to yourself always.
There we go. All right. Appreciate that. Roger?
Yeah, I just like the way they all jump ship when it comes time to get in. I just love it. They don't do it. They won't. There's a few brave ones out there, but they leave quick.
Yep. They don't want that smoke, man. They don't want that smoke. Ian Wilson's been part of this group for a while now. Ian Wilson is also a day one, by the way. So Ian Wilson was here talking crap from day one, and he ain't never left. So I give him props, man, for withstanding the turbulence that's in here. Swimming with the sharks. That's the flat Earth people. So I give him props for that, at least. Yeah, look at this craziness. That man don't quit, boy. He got all the fight in him. He don't quit. So
it's just funny.
Yeah. But yeah, Porter.
Yeah, just pay attention. If you're in the audience, just look at what the comments are, look at what we're saying, and do your own research. Basically.
Well said.
God bless
Nice.
everybody.
All right, that's right. And for all y'all that I didn't say what's up to, let me give a shout out to y'all. NBD, what's going on, homie? NBD in the house, Shifty Shady Eyes. I didn't say what's up to you, even though I knighted you. I'm saying what's up, though. Let's see, Matthew Senko, what's good, brother? I didn't say hi to you neither, you know. And so for everybody else, man, that I didn't say what's up to you, listen, man. Merman, I ain't say what's up to him. Skeptic, likewise, I ain't say what's up to him. But again, man, everybody that I didn't say what's up to, I'm saying what's up to. As far as I could see, and as far as I could say, what's up, Luke, and everybody else, man. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna cut up out of here. And again, do not forget, if you hadn't seen it, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna present it once more. That's Wiz Teeth, right? Who said the earth is flat? Check that book out. Get that book, buy that book. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna present it one more time. Written by Curtis and Nkechi Vaughn. There it is, posted. That is the Flat Earth book. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show y'all one more time. This is an amazing book, and God bless that family that went ahead and showed us that. This is the book, y'all. Ain't it nice? Ain't it beautiful? Who said the earth is flat? I don't know if you can see it. Let me get rid of that. That's it right there. Who said the earth is flat? And it's a kid's book. It's amazing, right? So there goes the website. I put it right there at the top. You guys go ahead, show those guys some love. Let them know that Ironwork 92,000, Vlad sent you. And I think, man, they'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing book. This is Christmas time coming around, so then you can give something good to the kids for Christmas. This is an amazing book, right? This is a book that's going to stick with them for the rest of their lives. Anyway, family, y'all know what it is. I love you guys. I'm going to leave y'all with my blessing. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity. Most of all, wisdom, and then more. Wisdom. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow on True Earth Tuesday. Be sure to tune in. And with that, I love you. I'm out. Peace. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Adios. Adieu.
Goodbye.
Adieu.
Good evening, folks.
Peace.
Näkemiin. Finish.
Yes, we're moving on.